urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino. Join Travis Rogers, Stuart Cravens, and special guest me, Chris Morales, this Sunday, September 28th for the ESPN LA Rams postgame show. Live from Hollywood Park Casino. Win prizes like signed sports memorabilia and tickets to an upcoming ESPN LA sporting event. While you're there, enter for a chance to win a brand new Pedigo e-bike. Hollywood Park Casino is LA's hottest card room and the only place where you can park, party, and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino must be 21 and older. See you there.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
ESPN 710, Los Angeles. Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Monday afternoon.
Ireland, best show on the radio.
Here we go. $1 Million Monday is on this September 22nd, 2025. The Hall of Famers are ready to tell you what happened in Philly yesterday.
Here we go in Philadelphia. Lincoln Financial Field rocking. 3 seconds left. Rams down 1. Joshua Carty to win it for LA from 44 yards. Snap, hold, right-footed boot, blocked again! It's blocked again! The Eagles scoop it up. They're going the other way to clinch it. Jordan Davis returns it with an exclamation point.
Oh, man, we'll be all over it. Plus, Brian Cohen's San Diego Chargers of Los Angeles, they win a big one at SoFi over the Broncos, even though the whole stadium was orange. We'll talk about that as well. And the Dodgers, Clayton, Kershaw, and Friday night we'll get to that. And yes, it's $1 Million Monday. This is why it's the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland, your Monday afternoon right now.
Good afternoon.
What's good about it? Good afternoon.
Wow.
Just absolutely.
I honestly believe we'll remember that game for the rest of our lives.
Well, I certainly will.
I think that's how weird that game was.
Worst loss in the McVay era, period.
Billy Mack says worst loss of this century.
Of this, let's see.
Super Bowl was pretty bad.
He missed Jeff Fisher's season with the Rams in 2016. But, no, absolutely devastating loss. And I was so, how do you, there were 19 block kicks in all of football last season. And there were 2 back-to-back in this game.
And 4 critical around the league yesterday.
Yeah.
But, all right, we have so much to talk about. So if you were living under a rock or you're like me, I was at a wedding.
Yesterday? Sunday wedding?
Saturday night wedding.
Okay.
In Paso Robles, which is spectacular,
by the way. Paso Robles is cool. Yeah, great wine up there.
Great wedding. And so I told Lisa, the only thing I care about, I'll get up, I'll do whatever you want. I'll take you to brunch.
Yep.
I'll walk around Paso Robles, but I want to be in the car rolling at 10 a.m.
Yep.
Because I'm going to put the app on my phone, and it takes 3.5 hours to drive from Paso Robles to Manhattan Beach, and I got to watch the whole game.
Yes.
Mace, I think my take might surprise you. I know how devastating the loss was. I know that the Rams blew a 19-point lead. It's 7 ways ugly that they lost that game.
It's just so frustrating.
But as a Rams fan, I secretly think you're now the team nobody wants to play. Think about this. I counted, and I may be low. I'm not exaggerating, folks. 9 different plays that if the Rams would have made any of the 9, they win the game. Obviously, the 2 kicks from Carty. Obviously, the red zone struggles where they couldn't poke the ball into the end zone. the 4th and long to A.J. Brown, the 4th and goal to Devontae Smith.
Yep.
If Matthew Stafford plays half as good as he normally plays, he played terrible.
He was terrible yesterday, yeah.
If he plays his normal game, you win. If they don't call a couple of those stupid penalties, you win. The Eagles needed absolutely everything to go right, and I think when the two teams walked out of there, they both had the same conclusion, and I think you'll agree. The Eagles didn't win that game. The Rams lost it. I don't mean to take credit away from the Eagles, but the Rams, are you kidding me?
I think they lost it. I think the Rams lost it in the first half. By not being more successful in the red zone.
Those are some of those plays I'm talking about.
But this is what I'm talking about. In other words, they turn one of those field goals into a touchdown. All of a sudden, it feels much more like a blowout, and Eagles are probably dead. Obviously, it came down to the last kick, but realistically, so many trips to the red zone and an absolute inability to score.
I would not be devastated if I'm you.
I'm devastated.
I think you are. I think Billy Mack. I think Rams fans.
Devastated.
Emily, you said you've never gotten more calls on the postgame show than you, and was the theme of the calls devastation for the most part?
Absolute devastation, frustration. What are we doing? It was a complete 2 hours of phone calls.
Okay. Yeah. But guys, do you not agree with me that if one of those 9 plays goes the other way, the Rams win? 9 of them. And to me, that means it's week 3.
Right.
McVay's teams always get better towards the middle or the end of the season. Last year, what were they, 1-3 to start?
1-3. Year before, 3-6.
And they almost won in Philly last year in the playoffs. If these two teams meet again, I'm not so sure the Rams don't beat them because they had them.
Well, the Rams obviously can beat them. All they needed was a successful field goal. But I think this points out some problems, some fundamental problems, most significantly the back end of their defense. Darius Williams and Emmanuel Forbes were absolutely torched by A.J. Brown.
So much so that in that 4th and 5 to Devontae Smith had to be a perfect. Jalen Hurts made every play he needed to play. He makes one mistake, the Rams win. Saquon did nothing. The Rams had it. They had that game. And I think if you're Sean McVay, I'm sure it was a miserable plane ride home, but I think he pulls out the film and he says to these guys, look, we do any of these things and we win the game, so let's clean it up. Now, where I would start is where you started. I think before the trade deadline, they should go try and get a corner. Maybe a corner on a bad team, like an 0-3 team, because they kicked the tires on Jalen Ramsey. They thought the price was too high. They didn't get him. If Jalen Ramsey's in that game yesterday, they win. Because A.J. Brown does not muscle Jalen Ramsey for every one of those balls.
Or even Ahkello Witherspoon, who suffered a collarbone injury.
Ahkello Witherspoon has been a really reliable contributor for them at the back end of the defense. And when he got hurt, and it's a clavicle, I think?
Yeah, collarbone.
Collarbone.
Is there any explanation, did anybody talk about last night after the game, why those kicks got blocked? Because it seemed to me they just blew up the Rams' left side of the line. Well, they just steamrolled those guys.
Number 2 was Bo Limmer.
The one that cost him the game.
Cost him the game.
Yeah.
Bo Limmer completely missed. Actually, just got eaten up by the left side of that defensive line. And they got right to the football. It was brutal. And Bo Limmer, when he is in the game, in fact, M just put a note on. Pro Football Focus gives grades for performances. Bo Limmer and Justin Dietich, who was also in there, both got 0.0 PFF grades.
And
0.
Do you know who got the highest Pro Football Focus grade yesterday? Highest of his career?
Of everybody in the league?
Yeah, on the Rams.
Oh, on the Rams.
97 from Pro Football Focus.
No.
Quentin Lake.
Oh, Quentin
Lake,
Lake,
he played like the game of his life.
Yeah.
He did play incredible. He was shutting them down, but that's why the Eagles ended up targeting someone who feels like he weighs 45 pounds, and Emmanuel Forbes Jr. It's their secondary is so skinny and so weak,
slight.
It seems. Slight. They put all their focus on the run stopping. They got Puda Ford this offseason, and they have their really strong young defensive line.
And that looks like it paid off.
It did. And so I agree with John. I think they go make a trade before the trade deadline.
And I think it's going to be a defensive back. I think it's going to be a corner.
Yeah, they need a corner.
But I know you guys won't feel it today.
No, definitely not.
But anybody who watched that game, and I watched every play, has to come to the conclusion that those teams are dead even. The Eagles are everybody. There was a question whether or not the Rams are in the Eagles class. Not anymore. The Rams had them. They had them. They choked.
They choked. I hate to use that word, but it was a choke.
But I think some of these things are fixable. I mean, the special teams guys will get into. And by the way, it was not the typical blocked field goal on either one where a guy comes around the corner and flies in front of the holder. These were both guys going straight up with their hands up in the air and blocking those things. And I'll give you a couple of other examples. When Kyron Williams ran the ball into the end zone and it got called back because the center tackled a lineman for the
Sheldon
Eagles.
Coleman, yeah.
He didn't need to do that.
No.
The Rams, Kyron would have scored anyway.
Yep.
So you don't do that, you win the game.
Yep.
I mean, I can point to 9 different things, and I know everybody's going to say, well, coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Well,
but at the same time,
ifs and
9
buts
of them,
were candy and nuts.
9 different plays that if you make one of them, you win. That doesn't happen every game.
Right.
They had them. They absolutely had them.
It was also a lot of conservative play, like Mesa was pointing out. In that second quarter, it was 3 field goals. It was conservative play. It wasn't going for it. It was settling for field goals. And I think even Travis, when we were in the conference room earlier, was just like, it's not enough. Even when they were up at half, it's like this game is not
Did not feel over to me.
No, it never felt over to me.
Yeah, never felt over.
Matter of fact, when I was screaming at the radio, I was listening. I lost signal for a little while, so I was listening to JB. And he said, they're going to go for it on 4th and 1. I go, well, no, punt. Your offense stinks. You're not getting any yards. They're going to stuff you. They had taken over the line of scrimmage with fourth quarter with about 5 minutes left.
Fourth quarter, 10 minutes. Is this where they tried to throw it to Devontae Adams on 4th and 1?
They tried to run it, and Kyron got stuffed.
Oh, okay.
It was when he was running behind Bo
Limmer.
Right. What are you doing?
Running behind Bo Limmer. What are you doing?
Make him go 80 yards. Punt it.
Although they were moving the ball so well at that point.
Right, but
they were just
you gave him a short field, now you lose.
Yeah.
But I know it's not easy on a day after you blow a 19-point lead, but I think the Rams are right there. And by the way, the Packers look terrible. They lost.
Yeah.
You're probably going to have to go through Philadelphia, but I think the Rams got a real shot. I watched most of the Niners game. They're 3-0, but you see they lost Bosa for the year.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean, I think the Rams can win.
They're a very ugly 3-0. And by the way, the Rams got them coming up. In fact, the Rams have 3 games in 11 days coming up.
Including against the undefeated Colts next Sunday. I'm assuming you're going to be there, right?
Oh, God, yes. Yes. Indiana Jones, I want to see it. They've yet to punt this year. They
punted once yesterday. Finally.
Oh, did they punt? I thought they didn't punt.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah. One punt.
One punt.
Yeah, they've had one punt all year.
All right, so the next 3 games will be big. And how does Sean McVay get better in the red zone? Plus, McVay almost pointing out or calling out a player. We'll do that coming up next for you. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN is giving you a chance to win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays are back. Presented by Pachanga Resort Casino.
Listen every Monday during football season
to the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, Mason and Ireland, and the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show.
All you have to do is make a super prediction,
and you can win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays presented by Pachanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pachanga Resort Casino.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you expect your insurance company to be there for you, but often they look for ways to underpay your claim. If you're feeling abandoned, pushed to use low-rated contractors, or ignored after years of loyalty, we protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for. Contact Avner Gatt, one of California's largest public adjusting firms. Visit avnergatt.com or call 818-917-5256. With a team that has the industry's know-how, including experience from the insurance side, Avner Gatt is ready to fight for you. With over 20 years of experience, they offer a free initial consultation and have the largest network of experts to evaluate your damages. Remember, size, experience, and expertise matter. Don't let your insurance company leave you in the dark. Call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256, or visit avnergatt.com today. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
With America's best lineup of hybrids from Hyundai, you get the best of both worlds. Like the stylish yet capable Santa Fe Hybrid, backed by America's best warranty. The Hyundai Santa Fe Hybrid. It's the best of both worlds.
Get 0% APR on the 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe and Santa Fe Hybrid, or $2,750 bonus cash. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Offers end September 30th. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
It's time to get down on it when funk, R&B, and soul icons Kool and the Gang hit the stage at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino on Friday, October 10th.
Let's all celebrate and have a good time, yeah, yeah.
Boogie down to legendary hits like Celebration, Ladies Night, and Jungle Boogie.
Get down on it, come on and get down on it. If you really want it, get down on it. You gotta feel it, get down on it. Get down.
Kool and the Gang will have everyone on their feet and grooving all night. You know the hits, and now it's your chance to experience them live. Kool and the Gang. One night only on Friday, October 10th at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino. Get your tickets today.
Hey guys, it's producer Lindsay, and this football season, it's time to celebrate game day with Stella Rosa wines. From tailgates to touchdowns, Stella Rosa brings the flavor and excitement with your chance to win a trip to a major football game on January 1st. Prizes include game tickets, airfare, and hotel accommodations, all covered by Stella Rosa. Sip, cheer, and celebrate all season long. Enter now at stellarosa.com/tailgate2025. Must be 21 years of age or older. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey everybody, it's Cap. Is it time to sell your home? Whether you're downsizing, moving, or inheriting a property, call Seller's Advantage. With decades of experience, they offer custom cash solutions and can close in days. No repairs, no agents, no hassle, just a great offer that gives you peace of mind. Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com. Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Out here, pets are always by your side, watching the herd, running fence lines, or asleep at your feet. Pets are some of our favorite customers. When you bring them along to Tractor Supply, we'll always have a treat waiting. And with our price match guarantee, you'll always get the best price on their favorite food, toys, treats they love, and pet meds to keep them healthy. Tractor Supply, for pets out here.
Hi, this is Devontae Adams of your LA Rams. The biggest show on the radio, this is Mason in Ireland. LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN. Listen to every Rams game on the all-new ESPN LA app.
You had a bad day. You know what I call it?
Devastation.
To quote J.J. Redick, Rams lose 33-26 on a blocked field goal. By the way, that Jordan Davis guy who blocked the field goal is 6'6", 336, and he reached 18.59 miles per hour on the return. It's the fastest speed by a player over 330 pounds since 2017. Somebody asked, well, why wouldn't you catch him? Well, what's the point? At that point, you've lost the game. What's the point?
If you're a gambler,
maybe
the worst bad beat of all time. So, like, we both picked the Rams in our Big Five.
I think
picks.
the line was 4.5.
3.5. And I said, I'll take the points because I think that game's going to come down to the end. And it was so. If they block the kick and they just fall on it, Eagles win 27-26, but the Rams cover.
Yep.
Instead, the Eagles win the game, and they cover on a meaningless return of a touch. This is why I've said it so many times on the show. I am so glad we don't gamble for real.
There were guys standing at the window ready to cash their ticket as that last play, and they were screwed. They were screwed. I'll tell you, I think it is the most devastating loss of the McVay era. Afterwards, he'll say.
Well, other than the Super Bowl when they didn't score any touchdowns,
right? But at least that one we were behind the whole time. This time we blew a gigantic lead. Here's McVay on learning from a loss.
When you're 2-0, you don't learn about anybody. But when you do have a loss like this, I want to see what we're about. And I know what we're about. I know we're going to respond. Can't let the Eagles beat us twice. We got a great challenge coming in here next week. We'll look at this film. We'll correct it. We'll see where there's opportunities for us to be able to, slam the door shut and not give them any sort of life. They made the plays, and we didn't ultimately get it done. And that's just the reality of it.
Here's what he said about that blocked kick. And listen, McVay never.
He always takes the blame.
Ever throws out a name.
Yeah, we Kevin Dotson was. The reality is that we got to execute better. Credit to them. They made the plays. I'm not going to make any excuses.
So he was going to say something about Bo Limmer, the guy that got blown up on that last
Because what he was
kick.
about to say about Kevin Dotson was Dotson had sprained his ankle, and I don't think it was on the field for that play,
on
right?
The field, right?
And Limmer was replacing Dotson. So the two people that got the 0.0 grades from PFF were replacing the two starters on the line with Avila and Dotson.
Yeah. That was, I'll tell you, it was a brutal loss on a day where there was a lot of entertaining football. There was a lot of good stuff.
Right. So, but here's what to keep an eye on. Well, two things. Number one, I'm very interested to see how they respond against the Colts this Sunday.
Yeah.
The game's here. They should win it. The Colts are 3-0. They're really good. If they lay an egg against the Colts, then they've got problems. But I'm with Sean. I think they're going to respond, and I think they win that game. The other thing is, I just looked it up. The trade deadline is November 4th.
So plenty of time.
All right. So, but what you want to keep an eye on is corners on bad teams,
right,
that aren't going anywhere. For example, I just Googled who are the top 10 corners in the NFL right now. Number one, Pat Surtain, Denver. He's not getting traded because Denver's in the
Denver's
playoff
in it.
But number two, Derek Stingley, Texans. The Texans are 0-3.
Right.
I still think they're going to be a playoff team this year. But if they implode, it's just a matter of whether or not you can afford him.
Right.
Because he makes $30 million a year.
And they have injuries in the Texans, too, so they might have needs that the Rams have.
Correct, yeah.
Right. Then here's one that I actually think is probably the one to keep an eye on. Denzel Ward in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
They won a game yesterday against the Packers where they were huge underdogs. Matter of fact, they blew up a lot of survivors because the Packers lost that game.
Including Brian Cohen.
Yeah. That got you, BC.
Yeah.
Okay. But he led the NFL in pass deflections last year with 19.
Right.
His 26% ball hawking rate led all defenders. He deflected every fourth pass attempt in his area. If the Browns were to continue to struggle, now yesterday they had a big win, and they have a killer defense. Their defense is the heart of that team.
Right.
And he's one of the main reasons why. But, mates, if they start 1-7,
sure,
and you can get a first-round pick for Denzel Ward and maybe somebody else, isn't that a good trade for both teams?
You want to give up a first-round pick?
Well, I'm thinking about it. For Denzel Ward?
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't know if it even requires a first-round pick, to be honest.
I wouldn't give up Atlanta's first-round pick because they lost 30-0 to Carolina.
That
but the
Atlanta pick looks
the Rams'
pretty good.
first-round pick is going to be in the 20s.
Yeah, I don't think it would require a first-round pick, but the idea of him is
He's
great.
28, so maybe it wouldn't require a first-round pick. He was, where those other guys.
I don't think even Jalen Ramsey required a first-round pick, did he?
No, but Jalen Ramsey's older, right? Isn't Jalen Ramsey like 30?
Yeah.
But all the other ones, Trent McDuffie on the Chiefs. How about this?
So when
Sauce Gardner Jets.
Yeah.
So Jalen Ramsey was traded in 2019 to the Rams 4 first-round picks.
For 2 first-round picks.
Yeah, they're involving first-round picks. I think that's what Mace has brought up, right?
Yeah, but this current trade, the most recent trade, was not a first-round pick.
The one from Miami to Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
I
Miami
just
to
don't know
Pittsburgh.
if Denzel Ward is as good as 2019 Jalen Ramsey.
What about Sauce Gardner? He's 24, and he plays for the Jets.
Here's what I want to know, because you're talking about. I want to know who can we sign off the street right now. I want to know who's out there,
nobody on this list.
who's on the practice squad, who's out there that could make a difference right now, because they need impact immediately. I know the trade deadline, as you mentioned, is coming up in November. There's some distance there, and it doesn't mean Les Snead can't do something. But who's out there right now? Who can we try? Do we have a big corner on the practice squad? I don't know the answer to that. Do we have anybody on the practice squad who makes sense?
I think if they did, he would be starting
He would be
because
starting, yeah.
they were already pretty thin going into the season
Yep.
with this, and Akel Witherspoon had the injury in the first game.
Yep.
And Emmanuel Forbes, think back last year, I believe he was a pickup at the end of the season
From
with
Washington, yeah.
But the biggest thing for him is that he was a twig then and he's a twig now.
Yeah.
But are you thinking of someone like when they picked up the guy? I'm blanking on his name in the Super Bowl season in 2021, who played for the Ravens and then came to the Rams.
The guy, Marcus Peters.
Oh, was
No,
Marcus
no.
Peters?
No, I'm not. I'm going to look it up. Who I'm thinking.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. But I think you're right. They need to address cornerback because they need a big physical cornerback to match up against guys like A.J. Brown, who just ate him up in the second half yesterday. And I still think, in a lot of ways, John, I think the game was lost in the first half by failures in the red zone. They could have put that game on ice with at least one touchdown. If Shelton Coleman hadn't made that mistake, Coleman Shelton hadn't made that mistake on that block, that would have been the touchdown, maybe to put the game away. But ineffectiveness in the red zone is something that is
that's consistent.
That's consistent. Yeah, I mean it's an ongoing issue. The one encouraging, actually, there were lots of encouraging. I mean, the first half defense was terrific. The way they bottled up Saquon Barkley, fantastic.
Cardi's kickoffs were incredible.
Yeah, he's kicking those knuckleballs,
Right.
and they cannot handle them.
And I don't know the answer to this. Do you guys? How much of those kicks is Cardi's fault that he's kicking them too low? Because again, those guys didn't get penetration around the corner. They just jumped straight up.
Correct. I do not believe that those. I mean, I've yet to hear somebody criticize Cardi for those kicks being low. Have you, Em?
I think a caller did, but I don't. Travis and Sue did. I don't think it was Cardi's kicks for the field goals, but his kickoffs
were
excellent.
Eagles.
He's a weapon.
They have the Rams have put the other team back the most of any team in the NFL this year. They have the worst starting field position the opposing team always has against the Rams.
Yes.
Well, if your question, though, is, are the Rams a Super Bowl contender this year? I think it's an absolute yes, even blowing the 19-point lead. I don't love the fact they're going to have to play, probably, if they meet in the playoffs, they're going to probably have to play in Philly. But still, I think I think you should feel good about the Rams. I really do. I know they wet the bed yesterday, but Mace, they had them. They had
they had them. Hey, last year I felt like we had them. Last year I felt like, and Bo Limmer was, Jalen Carter got to us. I mean, it was. John, I need a couple of days. This is what's wrong with me. It takes a couple of days for me to go back to feeling like me.
Well, I was having this conversation with somebody at that wedding.
Yeah.
That if you're a diehard fan of a team, in your case the Rams, it really does set your mood for the week.
Oh, for the week.
Yeah. If they win, everything tastes a little better. You work out a little harder. You feel a little better. And if they lose, you're just mopey.
Yeah. You hit the gummies really hard. You watch the late game.
Yeah.
Watch
a movie or something. But a point of encouragement, too, maybe if you're feeling in the same point of not depression, but a little sadness that Mace is feeling with this loss, that it feels like what the Rams and the 49ers were before the Rams broke through and went to the Super Bowl. That the other team just had their number. They could play really well to start the game,
right?
And the other team just still kills them somehow. So I'm hoping that they meet in the NFC Championship again, and the Rams punch their ticket to the Super Bowl like they did against the 49ers in 2021. That's what I'm feeling.
I like that.
Positivity.
I like that. 3 games in 11 days. It'll be Indianapolis on Sunday, then the Niners on a Thursday night, and then they go to Baltimore. So this next stretch. What do you think? Indy got to win that game. San Francisco on a Thursday night, big game.
Where?
Here.
Okay.
And then at Baltimore.
2-1.
If they can get 2-1, I think they're on their way.
By the way, Brian, that was a gut check win by the Chargers. I don't know. The touchdown that Herbert threw with 2.5 minutes to go to Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
Number one, they had him. Denver had Herbert wrapped up, and Keenan Allen was not open when he threw that ball. And then he caught it. And then at the end, I mean, Herbert is it, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's got an act
I think
this
he's
year.
a top 5 quarterback this year.
He certainly played that way so far.
Yeah, Keenan Allen back as a safety blanket. Oh, it makes everything so much
coming
better.
up next, is this the year of the Charger? Did I really say that? Is that what?
Yeah.
Is this the year of the Charger?
Could be.
That's next on Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen.
And ESPN LA is the new home of the Rich Eisen Show in the Southland.
When McCarthy threw that pick six, I just popped on, and the number of people are like, it's amazing what happens when Colin Stallion's not on the sideline. I went in people's feeds that I barely speak to.
You were like, hey, troll.
I did actually say troll to somebody. The home of USC football, and now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, 710 ESPN, and always on the new ESPN LA app.
You ever notice the harsh feeling and chlorine taste in LA's water? That's why I made the switch to Life Source Water. Their whole house water system gives clean, filtered water from every tap in my house. It's become our essential appliance we love using every day. With Life Source, you deal directly with their local factory. No middleman, no hassle. Take advantage of a double dip in savings for up to $1,250 off. Call 800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com. Warranty limitations apply.
Summer's almost over, but there's still time to work on that sunburn. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
With over 40 big screens showing all the big games, you can catch every play from wherever you eat, stay, and play.
Number 2.
War, live December 6th. Get tickets now.
And the number 1 reason.
Win a new Dodge Charger Daytona RT. Use your rewards card at your favorite table games to enter through September 28th.
Morongo, good times.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. Their max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Hi, I'm Michael from the War and Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Empower. Jen has ordered a decadent seafood tower, king crab legs, lobster tails, and a waterfall of caviar. Pricey? You bet. But Jen worked with Empower on her savings and investment strategy and planned for splurges like these. She got good at money, so she can be a little bad. Ooh, champagne. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risk. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. OMG, those shrimps are really jumbo.
Steve Mason, and John Ireland.
I mean, what I'm thinking is, don't you know who I am? You're not responding to me?
I'm Steve Mason.
Exactly.
Mason and Ireland.
What? It's an outrage.
It is an outrage.
Back to the guys.
Take a number. I was lightning before the thunder.
All right, $1 Million Monday's back on 710. Thank you to Pechanga Resort Casino. Listen all day for your chance to win. All you got to do is give us your big game prediction, both teams and the final score. You can win $1 million. And just for playing, you get 2 tickets to the next Rams home game. $1 Million Mondays, ESPN LA, made possible by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, the official California gaming and casino partner of the Los Angeles Rams. The Chargers, don't look now, are 3-0. They've beaten each team in their division, which is a pretty terrific start. Maybe Justin Herbert looks different this year. He looks clutchy. He's made some really big throws in some key moments. Maybe this is a breakthrough year for Herbert and, by extension, the Chargers.
Did you watch the Chiefs game last night?
Yes.
Are they done? Is there a 6-year run? I mean, or are they just missing offensive receivers and they've just got to tread water until they get Rashee Weiss and Xavier Worthy back?
I mean, it's hard. They have no explosiveness on offense.
Those receivers can't get open.
Yeah, I mean, those guys are just not it.
Now, if I were them, I would go get Tyreek Hill back. Miami's a dumpster fire. Tyreek Hill and Mahomes have great chemistry. Go get him. Go get him. Give him a high draft pick. Let's go.
Now, when do they get Worthy back? Because Xavier Worthy is one of their impact guys. He makes a huge difference. Travis Kelce knocked him out of, actually injured him in a play earlier this year. By the way, Kelce
looks slow.
Is it over? Is Kelce washed?
I wouldn't be surprised if this is his last year.
Seems like it, yeah.
Well, he's marrying pretty well.
Yeah, he's marrying well.
He's not going to need a lot of money.
By the way, and he's got a ton of money, and he's got all sorts of, podcasts and all this stuff that they do, New Heights, and he's making money every which way on endorsements. So he's set for life, but he does not look like an impactful player, hasn't been an impactful player so far for the Chiefs. And you're right, they look broke, although we said this last year. We said last year they looked broke. I know they won, they won game after game, but they never looked great doing it last year. I don't think
they look stale.
They do.
And he looks frustrated. And I think maybe it is that they haven't had great receivers since Tyreek Hill left. They've gone all in on their lines on both sides of the ball,
Yep.
the offensive and defensive line, and gone cheap on their wide receivers, hoping that they can cash out on some guys that have been tossed out or on their draft picks. But tight ends get old really quickly, and we're seeing it for our eyes with Kelce. And he yelled in his coach's face in the sideline yesterday. You don't see that happening with the Rams.
Right.
Well,
They don't
but
get frustrated
they've
there.
done that before. Andy Reid and Kelce have gone back and forth before. I think it's a little Steve Kerr, Draymond Green.
But there's a lot of frustration there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of frustration there. Do you know the one thing I wanted to mention is that did you see in that Charger game, Keenan Allen made that big catch that we talked about, tossed the ball to his wife, and the guy jumped in front of her, took the football. I'm like, what is going on?
I missed that. I did not see that.
You did not see it?
No,
Oh, it's a great one. Now, the good news is later he did give her the football back, but he tossed the football. And I'm telling you, fans are just like, they're out of control when there's a foul ball or a free ball or whatever it is. I got to get that ball. And in this case, it was literally headed towards Keenan Allen's wife, and the guy stepped in and took it away.
What is with people in the stands, stealing balls, baseballs, footballs?
Yeah, you shouldn't. Here's the thing. You shouldn't.
You guys know you're all on camera?
You're all on camera at every moment. This guy later did give her the ball, so that was positive, but it was a terrible look when it happened.
I think that happened to Kyron Williams' mom once before, but she wrangled it back from the guy because
Right.
Kyron flipped it to her, and she's a tough woman and wrangled it back.
Sure.
But to be the devil's advocate for the other person,
Okay.
how do they know that that's his wife? He could how does he know that, this is going to this specific person in the stands,
And I guess to his credit, he did give it to her later,
He did
right?
give it to her later, but when the ball is coming your way, do you step in front of a woman and steal it from her?
I think he probably didn't even see her. I think the whole thing is you don't even see that person next to you. You got your eyes laser on the ball. It's not unlike it is different than that Phillies woman going over and marching over to the dad and being like, "Give me the ball."
This
from
was
his
more
child.
in the moment.
Yes.
Yeah, more in the moment.
I think it's a little different.
So I was, let me see. Oh, yeah, I wanted to get to, Emily walked in and said something wildly offensive to me today.
Really? I find that hard to believe.
Wildly offensive.
I'll be the judge of that. What'd she
was
say?
talking about Pete Carroll and said, is the era of 70-year-old head coaches over?
We have Bill Belichick and we have Pete Carroll. They are not what they were, what they once were. I don't think that Pete Carroll is as talented as a coach as he was when he was in his even late 60s. I think we all realize that there's a point of no return where you might not be as good as you.
But you specifically trace it to age.
I do.
That's ageist.
It is a bit ageist.
Yes. Apologies
because
to
Pete
the
Carroll
oldies.
is the youngest 70-year-old dude ever.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy has more energy than half the guys in the league.
And I'll say this, they're not off to a great start. At the same time, they feel more credible than they did a year ago. Like a year ago, that thing was in free fall. They had Gardner Minshew at quarterback.
They still have
they had
one
a coach
win,
who was
right, though?
Yeah, but I'm saying despite the result, there feels like there's something you can build on there.
And it's because of what you think Pete Carroll used to do.
No, because they went out and got a credible quarterback that Pete used to coach.
Who gets sacked and throws interceptions.
Tom Brady's involved. I mean, they're better.
And I will say this. It may be, it's very early to say this, but he's destroyed my fantasy team. Ashton Genty.
Yeah.
Ashton Genty has been a 0 so far.
So far. Yeah, so far.
I passed on Derrick Henry to take Ashton Genty.
No, somebody took him right before you.
I had to pass on somebody.
I heard you debating that, what you were going to do, and I thought you should have taken Derrick Henry, but you didn't have the chance.
No, wait a minute. I did not have the chance.
No.
All my mocks had either Derrick Henry or Ashton Genty.
Somebody grabbed him before you, and then you grabbed Genty right after.
That was a mistake. What's your fantasy team?
I'm probably going to lose tonight, which will drop me to 1-2.
Yeah, I'm 1-2 also.
But
unless Jameson Williams goes off.
I could get lucky. I'm 13 points down. I have Amon-Ra St. Brown and the Lions defense.
You got a shot.
But he has Zay Flowers. So he's looking good.
Yeah, he's looking pretty good.
I will say, back to my ageist comment,
yes,
that they do have a chance to turn the tides with the Raiders. They have the Bears, Colts, and Titans coming up. So Bears, they looked fine against the Cowboys. They looked actually pretty good against the Cowboys. But I think that might be they could win that one. Colts, we'll see who they are when they play the Rams.
We'll find out.
But Titans, I think they can come out 2-1 from here.
Well,
and maybe we'll change my tune.
Yeah, I mean, no, I think that Pete can take his walker and turn the whole thing around.
I'm just saying, there's a limit sometimes.
Yeah.
But come down.
All right. The Belichick thing is another story altogether.
Yes, it is.
Yes, that is. That is another thing altogether. All right, coming up next for you, Icebreakers. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Speaking of ice, Blue Ice Vodka is available now, the finest sourced from Idaho potatoes in pure Snake River aquifer water. Blue Ice is made from potatoes, not corn. That makes it smoother, creamier. It has no burn. It's gluten-free. No added sugar. It's only 64 calories per ounce. And it comes in great flavors, 3 of them. Blue Ice Classic, Double Espresso, crafted from Arabica coffee, and Huckleberry, which is Idaho's state fruit. It's won more awards than I can list. And here's the number one thing. Just try it. Just try Blue Ice Vodka, and you'll make the switch permanently. Blue Ice Vodka. It's available everywhere because taste matters.
When it comes to food, the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show doesn't mess around.
Have you ever fallen asleep at a restaurant?
Fallen asleep.
Fallen asleep, not passed out.
Okay,
fallen
now
asleep.
That you clarify a little bit, I have never fallen asleep at a restaurant.
Never had food coma.
No,
never
there's
had to put your
food,
head down.
and then I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
From food comas to football, buffets to baseball, DeMarco and Travis are the perfect recipe for your afternoon drive.
We used to take over all you-can-eat places and stay there all day. Yeah,
you can do that?
Act. Like $8, we'd eat all day, literally.
Whether you're at work, on the road, or recovering from your own food coma, hang out with the guys.
Crushing Kung Pao chicken all day long.
All day. Find a booth, lean over, get some sleep, wake up, eat some more.
Mongolian beef.
Right.
Again.
Right. Bring it around again.
Another round, please.
Yes,
Cashew
all
chicken.
day.
The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. Weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
With Progressive, it's easy to reach customer service with our app, website, chat, or by phone. Because when getting help is hard, it's not help at all.
Little help. Little help over here.
Thank you for calling Bench Press Assistance.
What?
Due to excessive gym volume, all available spotters are currently lifting heavy weights off the chests of other bench pressers.
Seriously?
Please continue to hold, and we will remove the barbell from your chest in the order in which your cry for help was received.
Getting assistance should be easy. With Progressive, it is. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Think about it. You take thousands of steps every day. Shouldn't every single one of them feel amazing? Well, with Arch Fit hands-free Skechers slip-ins, they can. Skechers teamed up with podiatrists to design a shoe that provides amazing arch support for all-day comfort. And best of all, you get all this comfort, stability, and support with the ease of Skechers slip-ins technology. Just slip them on. There's no bending down and no struggling to tie your shoes. Just step in and go. Try Arch Fit hands-free Skechers slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever comfortable footwear is sold.
Progressive understands that bond between you and your boat, but imagine if something happened to it. Without the boat, you're just Tina with too much boat knowledge. Sure, it's helpful on the water, but with no boat, you're someone who talks way too much about knots, and no one cares what a jib is anyway. Boat Tina could get away with it because she has a boat. So make sure your boat is insured. Get Progressive, America's #1 boat insurer, and then go back to being you, Tina, who owns a boat. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. #1 rating based on boat market share data from ratefilings.com.
Hey, it's Desmond Howard. You want to win the weekend? It all starts with the tailgate. And for me, that means Kingsford Charcoal.
They've been bringing the flavor, the smoke, and the heat since 1920. No wonder they're still the gold standard of grilling. So fire it up, feed your crew, and let the smoke do the talking. Kingsford, the king of the tailgate. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Listen to Mason and Ireland, weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
And it is Mason and Ireland on ESPN LA. It's time for Icebreakers. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka, the finest vodka sourced from Idaho potatoes. Get it, Idaho Johnny I, the Idaho compound. Enjoy Blue Ice Classic Vodka or their unique flavors like Huckleberry and Double Espresso. Find Blue Ice in stores and ask for them by name. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
Before I get to Icebreakers, I want to, help Rams fans. I think next Sunday,
yes,
the post-game show is going to be super celebratory because we're going to get back on the winning side. But join Travis, Rogers, Sue Cravens, and Chris Morales this coming Sunday, after they win, they beat the Colts on September 28th for the ESPN LA Rams post-game show live from Hollywood Park Casino. Win signed memorabilia, tickets to ESPN LA events, and enter to win a brand new Pedego e-bike. Run around on that.
Nice.
Must be 21 or older. Hollywood Park Casino, LA's hottest card room, and the place to party and play at 24/7.
That's a celebration party.
Yes. Get a bike.
Yes.
Get an e-bike. All right. So I'm trying to get you guys to guess a celebrity. You have one guess for 10 points. I was born in Canada in 1982.
Okay.
For 9 points. The Vancouver Aquarium named an octopus after me. For 8 points. I have won an Emmy, and I have been in an Oscar-nominated movie.
Canada.
Okay.
For 7 points. I started doing stand-up when I was 13, and I got my first break as an actor at 17 in a show that only ran for one season.
Okay. I'm going to take a shot.
Okay.
I think it's Drake.
And John is out for today. Wow. Okay, Mace. You got some points to make up here.
Too.
6 points. I have a writing partner who has been my best friend since high school.
Damn. Mason.
Okay.
I'm going to take a shot at Seth Rogen.
It is Seth Rogen!
I think it's Evan Goldberg is the guy. Yeah,
they do most of their stuff together. Okay, so the rest of the hints would, a movie I made caused an international cybersecurity incident.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I have an iconic laugh, and I'm known to love weed. I wrote Superbad. I'm the star of Knocked Up, Pineapple Express in the studio. and I'm Seth Rogen.
What gave it away for me was the show when he was 17 that ran one season was Freaks and Geeks.
Mm-hmm.
Such a good show.
Yeah, that was such an amazing
and there were a bunch
show.
of other kind of big name
oh
people
my God,
in that.
so many people came
Linda
out of that show.
Cardellini and Jason Segel.
Rotten Star,
Yeah.
on and on, yeah.
And it was Judd Apatow, who was the head of that.
That
wow.
was his big breakout show, yeah.
That
and for
show's
some
great.
reason, only lasted 20. It didn't even last 22 episodes. Lasted, I think, 18.
Yeah, they wanted to do 22, and he wrote all 22, and they chopped it even to 18.
Now, did you know, this is just a little nugget, they shot the finale out of order because they thought they were going to be canceled. So their 18th episode was the finale that was intended for the 22nd episode.
Yeah, I did know that.
You did know that?
I
Oh,
did.
God. Emily knows everything. Emily knows everything pop culture. There you go, Seth Rogen. If you haven't watched The Studio, go check it out. It is the funniest show I've seen this year. All right, so USC, John, I was very excited for the Stoned on the Couch Bowl, and it turned into the Stoned at a Bar Bowl.
Oh, you went to a bar.
Okay.
That game, like, I was at the wedding.
Yes.
I came back to the hotel, and I thought, oh, the game's probably over. I flip it on. It's the start of the second
know.
half. I mean, the start of the second half started at like 10 o'clock.
Yep.
It was just ridiculous.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
But have you guys noticed this? Jaden Maeva, the USC quarterback, so far this
Maeva.
year. Maeva is how you pronounce
Maeva.
it? 9 touchdowns, no interceptions.
No interceptions, no turnovers, unbelievably clean. Remember, he came in last year for the final 4 games, and I think turned the ball over 6 times. He's cleaned all that up because he's had a year now with Lincoln Riley, and he looks so much better. Mekhi Lemon is unbelievable. They can really run the football. Wayman Jennings, great nickname. And Eli Sanders is the other back who's kind of a speed back. They look great running the ball.
And everybody thought this was going to be their first loss coming up this week because they have to play at Illinois. And Illinois just got destroyed at Indiana.
Yeah.
Just destroyed. They gave 63 points. And now USC, originally there were this game was basically a pick 'em.
Yep.
I saw after that game it went USC 4.5, and now it's moving even more. I think it could go to a touchdown by the time the game starts.
Yeah, I mean, Illinois, it's kind of disappointing. Well, I mean, is it disappointing? Illinois is not nearly as good. Notre Dame's not nearly as good. I mean,
No.
They're winnable, very winnable games now.
Right. But
they're not going to get credit for beating really good teams.
They've still got to play Oregon. They're still going to play Michigan. They're still going to play. Did they play Ohio State this year?
No.
Okay.
Michigan at home, Oregon at Oregon. But I defensively, they really let down the stretch. I mean, I'm not sure what was going on. All of a sudden, everything opened up for Michigan State. They made it a 1-touchdown game way too late in the night. The whole thing was way too late in the night.
Starting games at 8:15 at night makes zero sense to me.
Yeah.
None.
But I thought, generally speaking, a solid performance, and I feel good about SC.
They're not as good as UCLA, but they're close.
Really? Really? By the way, UCLA had a bye this week.
They did not lose.
Really? I thought they might have lost their bye.
They did not lose.
They did not lose their bye?
I can state that as a fact.
I'll tell you, after that Feldman conversation, the Bruce Feldman conversation on Friday, it's like, who would want that job? He has painted such a terrible picture of UCLA. Why would anybody of any note, any caliber, want to go to UCLA, knowing that the program is just a shambles?
I think it's the worst it's ever. The football program is at its lowest point in its history right now. It has never, ever been this bad. And, I like Martin Jarmond. I think that he's done some good things, but this is on him now.
Oh,
he has run this into the ground. And if he doesn't get this hire right, I don't think he gets another one.
Well, and think about it. Who are you going to get?
Right.
I mean, you're going to get some off-brand coordinator somewhere who really doesn't want to pass on a job, but no NIL, no infrastructure, none of that stuff. It's like, why would a good coach go there?
It's a fair question.
Urban Meyer and all these. Why would Urban Meyer? Why would anybody want that job unless you're a coordinator who's really desperate to be a head coach?
Yeah, Bruce mentioned Dave Aranda down at Baylor, who has Southern California ties. Why would he leave?
Why would he leave Baylor for this job?
Or, we mentioned earlier, maybe Dan Mullen leaves UNLV. Why?
Yeah.
Why would he leave? He's bad at bet. UNLV beat UCLA this year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad. And I'm not sure. and you mentioned some of the reasons why, that it's a job that anybody can succeed at because they're not invested in it.
No, they're not invested, and they don't appear to be putting forward the resources. And if you don't play in the NIL world right now, good luck to you. By the way, I think Dabo Sweeney's getting a little bit of that now.
Right.
He doesn't like the NIL world. He tries to bring his players up through his program, and the result is they're getting clocked.
Yeah, even if Dabo wanted to leave Clemson, I don't think UCLA gets him because they won't pay him and they won't invest in the things you need to invest in.
Right.
So there needs to be a complete change in philosophy over there if they're going to do anything. Matter of fact, I know they make money because they're in the Big Ten and they get a big payout at the beginning of the year.
Sure.
But why have football if you're not going to care about it? Georgetown doesn't have football.
Right. What it becomes is a weekly embarrassment for the university.
Correct. Just get out of the football business.
So, just to be clear, you are suggesting they get out of football altogether.
If they won't commit to it financially, yeah. If there isn't a financial, do you disagree with that?
Well, I mean, I'd miss out on.
They become Donald Sterling.
I'd miss out on.
They'll make money, but they'll never win.
Yes.
Yeah, Donald Sterling made money every year.
They are profitable, so why not keep doing it? If you're profitable,
because
right?
Of what you said.
They get the share of that football money.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. That's why you don't do it. It's a mess.
Yeah.
Why do it? It's a great school. I mean, it's got tons of stuff going for it. Football is not one of them because they can't get it right.
Yeah.
So either fire the AD and get somebody in here who's going to commit to football, or why do it?
I think that at some point you've got to say, all right, this is an AD issue. This is an AD issue. They need to consider cleaning house and bringing in somebody who is going to properly prioritize football. It's never going to be the main course at USC, but it should be at UCLA, but it should be a great effing appetizer. It should be a positive for the university.
A friend of mine who went to Indiana just texted me. He says, if we can get football right at IU, you guys can get it right at UCLA. They were terrible in that until they hired that Curt Cignetti.
Curt Cignetti has been great.
But by the way, if you offered Curt Cignetti the UCLA job with a raise, he wouldn't take it.
No, of course not. Why would he? He's got it going there. All right, there have been so much going on. Sports graffiti time. We haven't even gotten to the Dodgers yet. And a great weekend for Clayton Kershaw. Really emotional, cool night Friday night at Dodger Stadium. They've also pretty much salted away a playoff spot at this point. They've opened up a lead there, and now it's just a matter of getting things sorted out for the playoffs, which start a week from tomorrow. Next Tuesday. Starts the wild card
series. By the way,
series.
if the season ended today, the Dodgers would no longer play the Mets.
No.
They would play the Reds.
Ellie Dela Cruz.
So you've got to keep an eye on that second wild card spot or first wild card spot in the National League because the Mets are backing out of it.
Yeah. Sports graffiti time. 877-710-ESPN. A disastrous loss for the Rams. Good win for USC. Chargers, maybe the surprise in football right now. All that stuff is totally fair game. 877-710-ESPN on a football Monday. 877-710-ESPN got lines open. All right, Brian Cohen, how'd you do in Prize Picks this weekend?
I actually did pretty well. Didn't hit any of my power plays, but I hit 2 flex plays, so I got all my money back, and I'm going tonight.
I like the flex plays.
It is nice.
What's a flex play?
A flex play means you can afford, you make a little bit less if it hits, but you get to win if you miss just one. So you can miss one of your projections.
It's the opposite of a parlay. You don't have to hit them all.
Right. You got to hit all but one is the way that rolls. A flex play, it pays a little less, but it does keep you in the game more often. I lost a power play yesterday. I was all over the Rams, and it did not pay off. It is so easy to play. It's always fun to have action when you're watching the game. Tonight, you got Monday Night Football. Pick 2 to 6 player stat projections. Then guess more than or less than. Get your pick right, and you can cash in. Also, they offer injury reboots. If one of your players leaves the game in the first half and doesn't come back, Prize Picks is not going to count it as a loss. Get in on this fun. Download the app today. Use code MACE, M-A-S-E. Get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code MACE, M-A-S-E. $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN is giving you a chance to win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays are back. Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
Listen every Monday during football season
To the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, Mason and Ireland, and the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show.
All you have to do is make a super prediction.
And you can win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino.
Injured in an accident? Don't sit on the sidelines. It's Travis, and at the law office of Joseph S. Normand, Joe and his team are ready to go full contact for your case. They'll rush the defense, tackle the insurance companies, and drive it all the way to the end zone to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning team now at 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000, or visit normandlegal.com. Don't fumble your future. Your recovery is their priority. Call Joe now and score a touchdown with the law office of Joseph S. Normand.
You know that feeling. You're finally asleep and bam, a leg cramp comes out of nowhere. Look, I played through pain, but waking up with a leg cramp at 3 a.m., that sucks. So I don't mess around anymore. I keep Highland's Leg Cramps PM on my nightstand. No groggy side effects, no harsh meds, just a fast, effective relief that lets me sleep through the night without the Charlie horse surprise. Get the sleep you need with Highland's Leg Cramps PM. Get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS. Highland's Leg Cramps PM, because you don't need a midnight workout.
Hey everybody, it's Cap. Are you downsizing or inheriting a home? Want to cash in on your equity? Call Sellers Advantage. They buy homes as is with no costly repairs, agents, or commissions. Get a competitive cash offer and close in days or on your timeline. Sellers Advantage has over 20 years of experience and even offers a $20,000 advance for moving expenses. Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your no-obligation offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. If you're ready to upgrade your driving experience, you gotta go and check out what's happening at Cadillac and their incredible new lineup of state-of-the-art EVs, sedans, and SUVs. And hey, look, there's no better place to experience the luxury of Cadillac than at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Check out Cadillac of Beverly Hills and their beautiful showroom at 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills. And check them out on the web at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
And it is 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. And it's time for Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti, like we do every day at this time. Sponsored by our friends at BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout. Now let's do it. Let's talk about it on Sports Graffiti on Mason and Ireland.
All right, here we go. It is Sports Graffiti time, and I'm not sure who's got the working phone.
Let's see
Ireland.
which one works. This is Jimmy in El Segundo. Jimmy,
there you go.
You're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Mace, I know you think we lost the game. The Rams lost the game in the first half, but it was really lost 3 or 4 years ago when we didn't draft Creed Humphrey and instead got Tutu Atwell. And then last year, we traded up in the second round for Braden Fisk. We could have had Cooper DeJean. We already had Kobe Turner. We already had Jared Verse. We already had Byron Young, and we doubled down in a position of strength. We could have got a DB that was legit, could have had an anchor for the offensive line. Instead, we have two guys that are often injured and don't really make that much of an impact this year.
Jimmy, I find it so hard to be critical of Les Snead and the draft. You pointed out some interesting situations. I do like Braden Fisk a lot. But you're right. Back end of the defense, they've got problems.
But he also drafted guys like Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua late. Yeah. So it's hard to rip those.
I will say Tutu is a huge long-term mistake.
Completely
and
agree.
They paid him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's Chris in L.A. Hey, Chris, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, guys. I have an issue with the tush push, and this isn't sour grapes because they just use it against the Rams, but I've always had a problem with it because it just, aside from them not being able to see when people are jumping off, false starting and whatnot, but it doesn't make any sense. You're not allowed to, the defense isn't allowed to knock a running back
5 yards and keep pushing them back. They blow the whistle because forward progress has stopped.
Right.
So it's the same thing on the other side. Why are you able to push a player forward if you're not able to do it on the opposite end?
I think Chris, the tush push is going to be gone. We'll play Jason Kelsey on his podcast this week, who used to be the reason they did it. He was the Eagles center. He thinks it's gone.
It is a legal play, but they should be They are offsides on every single one. Every single one of them.
Here's Jesse in Oxnard. Hey, Jesse, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Yes, I just wanted to bring up that the Rams need to do whatever it takes to not only win the division but get ahead of the Eagles, because they have the best home field advantage when it comes to the referees, including the tush push, not false starts never being called, and the flexing penalty on Puka Nacua in the situation like that was horrible.
Yeah, absolutely awful.
It was horrible.
And I've said it a million times. I might as well bring a dead horse into the studio and beat on it.
Right.
Sports is entertainment. What Puka Nacua was doing was entertaining. Not only is there no reason to penalize him for it, I think more people should do it.
And by the way, in fairness, they did have one on the Eagles, too, which was BS.
Yeah, another dumb idea.
Stupid.
Nick in Dallas. Hey, Nick, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Hey, you guys, thanks for taking my call. Yeah, the networks, they need to do a better job of showing these USC games. I mean, 8 o'clock at night. I know, granted, I live in Texas, 10 o'clock my time, but that's just, to me, that's just disrespectful, not showing USC any love. Furthermore, I think USC will be fine. I think they're winning in the trenches. Keep in mind, there was a stat they showed at the game Saturday night. USC leads the country in sacks, and also Miami has not been sacked yet. So they're much improved in the trenches, and I think they'll go 3-1. If not undefeated, these next 4 games. So let's keep an eye on that.
I like it. I am in agreement. I think they're going to get on a nice little run here and got a shot at the playoff.
Here is Mark in Moore Park. Hey, Mark, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Thanks for taking my call, guys. 2 things. One, I actually think McVay may have gotten out-coached by Sirianni's staff. Second half adjustments or lack thereof, and obviously not getting in the end zone. Secondly, Dodgers-Giants, watched them 7 times in the last 10 days. And I got to say, I think the rivalry is all but gone. The intensity wasn't there. Both teams fighting for playoff positions. Your thoughts? Thanks, guys.
Thanks. The Giants don't seem to be in it yet. I mean, maybe they made that trade for Rafael Devers to try and bolster their offense. It really didn't work.
Great trade, didn't work. Pitching's not quite there. I mean, I think that the rivalry clearly now south.
San
Diego is the rivalry at the moment.
What the Dodgers have done since Mark Walter took over the team is nothing short of extraordinary.
Yep.
I mean, and think about Stan Kasten, the president of the Dodgers. The record for most division titles, in a 13-year period.
Yep.
The Dodgers are second. Now, 12 times in 13 years. Atlanta, when Kasten was the president, was first. They did it for 14 years. Dodgers can tie that next year. The Dodgers are just really smart and really good, and hopefully they're peaking at the right time. Here's Jim in Chino Hills. Hey, Jim, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hi.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good, man.
You got to hear me out on this, okay? I know you guys love McVay, okay, but he's got to be called out, okay? Because in that first half, we got the ball on the 50-yard line with 2 minutes left. And he ran out the clock. I couldn't believe he ran out the clock. You're going against the Super Bowl champs that beat you in the playoffs, and you're trying to settle for a field goal. Okay, that was ridiculous.
By the way, but he was
ridiculous.
Keep in mind, at the time, he was ahead 19-6.
Right. I think he's got a point, though, because they had 3 timeouts. They got the ball at the 50, and they just let the clock drip away. They let the time run out too quickly. They could have made a run at the end zone, instead settled for a field goal. I just thought it was very, very timid. Em, what do you think?
Of them in the
end of the first half, 3 timeouts, 50-yard line. They don't do anything. They just let the clock roll out, kick a field goal.
Sure. I guess we could, at the end of the day, point to that and all the other 9 things that John has said. Yeah, I think that McVay has a timeout issue. Second half, and he didn't use any in the first half, so there could be something about that.
Jim, we'll talk to Sean on Wednesday.
Yep.
I still think that as great of a coach as he is, and he is a masterful play caller, he has a blind spot inside the red zone. And it's been going on for 2 or 3 years now, where for whatever reason they can't draw plays that puts the ball in the end zone, and they settle for too many field goals.
Yeah.
So that part of your call, of that criticism, is valid. Everything else, though, I'd rather have McVay than almost everybody else.
Oh, yeah, me too. But end of the first half, clock management, some of the time, red zone. By the way, I was talking to Juan yesterday. I'm like, boy, this red zone stuff is so frustrating. And I had talked to McVay about it. He says, you actually talked to McVay about his play calling? I'm like, yeah, I absolutely did. Ask last week about his red zone calls.
And he admitted that it needs to get better.
Yeah. And he even admitted it last year when they hired a person for that job to basically help him with specifically timeouts, end-of-game scenarios. And you can have a great coach, and even he would say this too, that he needs to improve on certain things.
Eric in Long Beach. Hey, Eric, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Hey, guys. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So one of the best things about being a San Francisco 49er fan living in L.A. is listening to all the excuses of the Rams the day after they lose. But that's not the reason why I call. You guys, I know you guys get paid to glaze the Rams being as though you're the flagship station.
Right.
But I think it's time for you guys to pay more attention to the best pro football team in L.A. who has the best.
Are you effing kidding me? Seriously,
and
this is the day you choose to do this? This is the day you choose to do this?
Eric, I don't think you're wrong. I think the Chargers are really good.
No, I think – are you talking about the Chargers or are you talking about the Niners?
He's talking about the Chargers.
He's had a long preamble.
Yeah, it was a long preamble. But here's my main point. My prediction here is that since Clayton Kershaw just retired, do you think that this is the end of the line for Matthew Stafford and he announces his retirement after this year? It looks like, in the words of Max Kellerman, he is, over the hill or?
Yeah. I don't know. I think I will say this, Eric. I think it's possible.
Oh, yeah, I think it's totally possible he retire. I don't think he's timing it to Clayton Kershaw, despite the fact that they played ball together.
What? He played high school ball together?
No, he's linking the two.
What?
Yeah.
No, Eric is not.
Yeah, Eric
Stafford.
is. I'm not. Stafford is.
I'm making a joke that everybody brings up that they played high school ball together.
And please do not come with anything Niners today. I'm not in the mood.
Sorry.
All right, Eric. Thanks for the call.
Thank you, Eric. Oh, he was still there.
Yeah. And just let him
He
on there.
apologized. Okay, that's
All right,
nice, Eric.
Here's
Thank you.
Ken in Newport Beach. Hey, Ken, you're on Sports Graffiti.
What's wrong with the Dodgers, Ken?
Hey, guys. Well, 2 weeks ago, I called Dodger Talk, and I said Trinan's got to be pulled.
Yes.
His fastball's not there. His curve's not over the plate. He was 1-5 then.
Yep.
Well, he's 1-7 now with a 5.55 ERA. That's the worst for any reliever in the major leagues. And I went back on the Dodgers since they moved to L.A. They've never had a reliever 1-7. You've got to stop with Trinan. It's not going to work. And he shouldn't even be in the playoffs because what they've done is jeopardize themselves. They may end up with Philadelphia if they keep losing anymore.
Yeah.
Well, they will get Philadelphia in the second round.
Yeah, but Ken.
But you're either going to get Philly or Milwaukee.
Ken, I'll take it a step farther than you are. I wouldn't pitch Trinan. I wouldn't pitch Kirby Yates. I wouldn't even pitch Tanner Scott. I've had it with that whole bullpen. Emmett Sheehan is better than all of them. And Sheehan's getting the ball the first time the starter comes out of game one, if it's up to me. Is that too extreme on my part? Oh, we must have lost him.
We must have lost him.
They could have left him in the 8th inning. No one was touching him. He only gave up one hit.
Right. Yeah, Ken, I'll be honest. I kind of throw these games out because the Dodgers are already where they are. They're already basically
they
locked in.
They can still lose the division.
They can. They can, but it doesn't. I don't think they're going to, and I understand why they're trying it. Although after yesterday, that may be it. I don't even know if he's pitchable in the postseason. I think he may be left off the roster altogether.
I would. I mean, whatever it is, he doesn't have it.
He does not have it, no.
Here's Fabian in Orange County. Hey, Fabian, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hi.
Hey, how you doing, fellas? Who's got it better than us? Nobody. 3-0, baby. That's the way to go. All division games. What a way to start. You know what I mean? Let's go Chargers. Bolt Pride, Orange County. Let's go.
Okay.
Bolt up, baby. Charger fans coming out of the woodwork. But you can't ask for better start.
There.
3 wins, all in division.
In division.
All without their highest paid offensive lineman, who's out for the year, Rashawn Slater. They've been great.
Yeah, they've been terrific.
No Khalil Mack yesterday. Najee Harris went down, but we're still winning.
Yeah,
still
Najee Harris is done, we think, for the year.
Yeah,
right?
but I think Omarion Hampton's better than him anyway.
Do you think, Bri, that they doubled down, get someone at the trade deadline, kind of F them picks this era because the window's right here?
Well, what would you trade for?
Well, you can get another running back. You can get some more help on the line. You know, there's some places to replace these guys, or at least help this this period of time when you don't have these guys when they're injured.
Well, you know, something to think about. Not that the Rams would do it, but when Harbaugh won the national championship at Michigan, his leading rusher was Blake Corum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sure with Najee Harris going down, Chargers might overpay.
Right, but we like Blake Corum.
Right,
Blake Corum
but-
had a couple of good runs yesterday. I think he should be as involved in the run game as Kyron Williams is at this point.
But what if you could get a corner who could start?
Well, I mean, do you have a specific name? I mean, honestly,
I don't know enough about it.
No. I think Blake Corum is a guy that's going to get more and more carries. His role in the offense is expanding, and I would not trade Blake Corum.
Even for a corner.
Well, I mean, sure, throw out a name and I'll make a determination.
Let's just say a functional corner who would play most downs, a starter,
functional quarter.
Starter.
I suppose I would think about it.
Yeah,
but McVay loves Corum. It's not an accident that they took Corum so high, and he had a really good day yesterday against Philadelphia. So yeah, I don't think that's necessarily the direction that things are going to go.
We'll squeeze one more in here. Roger in Fort Worth. Hey, Roger, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hi.
Hey, going back to that USC game, I'm so livid. What's this thing the refs do where they make the defense, they make the offense wait for the defense to get off the field, and then we end up getting delay a game? That's freaking ridiculous.
Well, it all has to do with teams playing hurry up. So, Roger, a lot of offenses don't want to let the other team substitute. The sport decided you have to give the other team an opportunity to substitute.
And
so,
they try to slow things down.
If you bring in new players on offense, then the other team has the right to bring in new players on defense.
And the right to jog off at a reasonable pace.
Well, that's what you mentioned
exactly.
earlier. That's what Syracuse got. They won. Syracuse upset Clemson, but
they had fake injuries and got fined $25,000.
Yeah, because they were trying to slow the game down.
All right, thank you very much for all the calls during Sports Graffiti. Let's talk about it on Sports Graffiti, sponsored by Better Health. Remember, mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. That's BetterHelp.com/timeout. Coming up next, emotional weekend for Clayton Kershaw and the Dodgers. We'll get into that coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen.
And ESPN LA is the new home of the Rich Eisen Show in the Southland.
When McCarthy threw that pick six, I just popped on, and a number of people are like, it's amazing what happens when Colin Stallion's not on the sideline. I went in people's feeds that I barely speak to.
You were like, hey, troll.
I did actually say troll to somebody. The home of USC football, and now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, 710 ESPN, and always on the new ESPN LA app.
Be sure to catch Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti, weekday afternoons at 1 p.m. on Mason and Ireland. Sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout.
Football is back, and so is your shot at big wins with DraftKings Pick 6, the official daily fantasy partner of the NFL. Your game day instincts can score you real money fast. Just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats, from breakout rookies to elite quarterbacks, and unlock the upside every snap brings. The better your call, the bigger your payout. New DraftKings customers gets $50 in bonus picks with just a $5 entry. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code KSPN. That's code KSPN. Play just $5, get $50 in Pick 6 bonus picks. Make the call. Ride the upside. In partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 plus. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 bonus picks that expire in 14 days. Limited time offer. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promo.
You know I love the outdoors and adventures. Hey, it's Travis calling all adventurers. Page, Arizona is your ultimate outdoor playground. Snap that iconic shot at Horseshoe Bend. Then hike the stunning 11-mile rim trail. Explore one of 13 breathtaking slot canyons, including world-famous Antelope Canyon. Craving water fun? Cruise Lake Powell by kayak, jet ski, or houseboat, or float the Colorado River to Lee's Ferry. Make Page your base camp for day trips to Grand Canyon, Zion, and the Wave. Start planning your trip today at visitpageaz.com.
Bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, crowd rocking for Rotolo Chevrolet's top hitter, Mike Capozio. He's facing off with the Bulldog, and these two have quite the history. Here's the pitch. Oh, he got all of it. That ball is out of here like a red Corvette, and it's going and going and going. Yes!
Dad, are you having that dream again?
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you need an ally who truly understands your needs. Avner Gatt is here to help you navigate the complexities of insurance claims. Are you feeling abandoned because your home is unlivable and your insurance company isn't cooperating? Or perhaps you're being pressured to use a contractor with poor reviews. You've been loyal to your insurance company for over 20 years, yet now they treat you like an outsider. Avner Gatt knows how to turn the tables. We protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for, and we cover all of Southern California, ensuring your voice is heard and your home is restored. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner and his family personally take your calls with 5-star ratings from Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. Don't let your insurance company dictate your future. Avner Gatt is here to help. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Quiet down, here she comes. Shh. Surprise! Your accountant just emailed to say your quarterly taxes are way higher than you were expecting.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Also, your favorite employee is leaving. They're going to pursue their dream of being a veterinarian.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
And it is the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, weekdays noon to 3. You're home for real Dodgers talk and super hot takes.
All right, so ready for super hot take?
Oh,
super hot.
Super hot take for promo.
Okay. Ready? Ireland?
Yeah.
More of the fellas. Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Oh, they're playing your song, John. It's magic. This date, 1999, the premiere of The West Wing.
Yeah, best show ever made. Still watch it. Watched it 2 nights ago.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Just randomly watch
Till
it?
fall asleep.
Just put it on?
Yeah. Yeah. 7 seasons. Not a bad season in the bunch.
I watched the pilot recently. I thought it was good. I watched the pilot for that. I watched the pilot for The Newsroom, which I think is an underrated show. Another Aaron Sorkin one. But yeah, West Wing. I liked it. I don't go to church like you do with the West Wing.
Yeah.
You worship at the Church of Aaron Sorkin and all that stuff.
As you probably noticed, maybe the greatest start to a show ever. Rob Lowe is in a bar, picks up a hooker, but he doesn't know she's a hooker. He thinks he's just picking up a girl.
Played by Lisa Edelstein.
And who was recently on the Culture Pop podcast.
On the Culture Pop
right?
podcast, yeah.
And so the way he finds out that she is a call girl is his pager is the same as her pager. So after they sleep together, he grabs the wrong pager. And she says, hey, you were in the shower. And it said you have to go into work. Your friend POTUS has been in a bike accident. Tell your friend POTUS he has a funny name.
Yes.
And before the opening song rolls, Rob Lowe goes, he's not my friend, he's my boss. And it's not his name, it's his title.
Yep.
She goes, title? And he goes, President of the United States. And the music starts, and the West Wing is off and running.
There you go.
I feel like that, not generalized, made it popularized POTUS as a term. I feel like for like
I had never heard it until then.
Lame people like us or lay people like us. What's your favorite episode of West Wing?
Because I have an autistic son, there's an episode in season 1 called the Stackhouse Filibuster, where a senator, they've got a healthcare bill that they're trying to pass, and he wants a certain amount of money allowed for autism, and they can't get it through. He goes, we got too many things in the bill. We'll get it the next time. He goes, you're going to do it this time, and there's not going to be a vote. And they say, well, don't worry about him. He's an old guy. He's a crank. So he stands there for 20 hours reading recipes until somebody figures out that he's not going to sit down until they give money for autism, and he gets it done that way.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's my favorite episode.
I loved it. I thought the show ended really well. I thought the race between Jimmy Smits and
Alan
Alda was terrific. I love Alan Alda, and of course, spoiler alert, Jimmy Smits won that election, right?
And he makes Alan Alda, against the wishes of the entire Democratic Party, he makes Alan Alda his Secretary of State.
Right.
And
it's so schmaltzy and quaint.
But what's great about it is
it's the world you want to live in.
Right, and it assumed that both sides were equally complicit in whatever problems we were having.
Sure, yeah.
It's not like they didn't make the opposition party out to be complete idiots.
Yes.
Which is what they would do if they made the show now.
I would occasionally get episodes assigned to me in my civics class in high school as well as in college. I took a media policy and law class, and there was 2 episodes I think that we had to watch for class. It's good. I haven't done the full end to end, but I've watched a couple episodes and I really like it.
There is Josh Molina who plays Will Bailey. He comes in after Rob Lowe leaves the show at the end of season 4, and Josh Molina comes in to replace him. Did a podcast called The West Wing Weekly with a friend of his, and they went through and basically like the rewatchables, what Bill Simmons does for movies. They did for West Wing. They go through every episode for all 7 seasons.
Yeah.
And they bring in everybody. They bring in Martin Sheen and Richard Schiff and Allison Janney. It may be the best casted show of all time.
It's a great cast. And I'm always fascinated by people who were on that show because of the whole walk and talk thing. Because acting's really hard, and then when you start walking and there's choreography, I think it gets even harder.
Yeah,
and
those
walk and talks are fantastic.
And
on the West Wing.
to make them even more difficult, what Mace is talking about is they would start in one point of the building and they'd walk for 5 minutes while they were doing a scene. And Aaron Sorkin insisted on the actors being word perfect.
Yep.
So if somebody said, "Hey, I've got a problem I want to talk to you about," and what was written in the script was, "I've got an issue I want to talk to you about," Aaron would make him go back and redo it.
Yep.
He would even go back and make him redo it. He goes, "You said it's an
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Word perfect on a script like that.
One more thing before we leave Sorkin.
Yes.
What do you guys think of him doing the Social Network Part 2?
I'm for it. I thought the first one was one of the great movies of this century.
And a rock star team assembled in that. Aaron Sorkin wrote it. David Fincher directed it. The people they got to be in it were unbelievable. And Jesse Eisenberg as Mark Zuckerberg, he makes you forget you're not watching Zuckerberg. He's so good at it.
I wish it was Fincher.
Where does it
doing
pick
the second
up?
one.
Where does Social Network 2 pick up?
I'm pretty sure it's going to be around the 2016 election. But I wish that Fincher came back to direct it. But Sorkin's going to do both.
Yeah. By the way, the opening scene of The Social Network, or the beginning, is Mark Zuckerberg and his girlfriend.
Do you remember who plays the girl?
The girl is played by Kate Mara.
Rooney, her sister.
Rooney Mara. And of course, they have this fight that they have to do. They make him do it over and over and over again. Fincher, apparently, they did 100 takes on this thing. And ultimately got it the way he wanted it. But Fincher's
famous for that.
Famous for being
You don't have to study. You go to Boston University.
That's right. That's right.
And my BU friends are very offended by that line.
So tell me how hard up I am. I mentioned Saturday I went to a bar during the SC game.
Okay. By yourself or with Juan?
Well, I drove up there myself. So
just because you wanted to be around people?
Well, I actually took drinks to go.
Okay.
Have you ever done that? Taken drinks to go?
Only in COVID.
Isn't it illegal?
No. You as long as you take them in a wrapped container, you're totally
if
fine.
like sticker stays on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on Friday, we did a thing with David Cooper, who's a stand-up comic host who actually shouted out the Total Wines and More theme song. He got me started on these paper planes, which is this drink he shared with us at the end.
It was really good.
So I went and picked up 3 paper planes to go from the Accomplice bar. So I was heavily...
Did you have to tell them how to make it, or did they already know?
No, they knew. It's on the menu. Paper plane. It's got Aperol. It's got bourbon. It's got one other thing that I don't know. It's got lemon juice. It is delicious. So I ended up carry out 3 drinks for the SC game. And I didn't need them until the second half when the game got close. Second half, I could have used one more.
They did not cover.
No, they did not cover. Exactly right.
Unfortunate. At least you weren't like Sue Cravens, who had to do a 2-hour post game.
Yep.
And then circle back to be the Rams at 8 a.m.
Right.
Pregame.
Sue guy had the John Ireland schedule this weekend. He had to work late into the night and then early the next morning.
Did DeAndre come in here? Is DeAndre back from Philly?
He gloated. He came. He has an Eagle shirt on. He has his Eagles jersey.
You got to wear an Eagle. Wait, is that tomorrow? You got to wear his Eagles jersey tomorrow?
Well, I do it now. I didn't get half the show. But,
there you go. Smart.
What is it, today or tomorrow?
No, I think you should do it tomorrow because you would have made him do it for a whole show. And by the way, did you get points?
No, straight up.
It was straight up because I was going to say
straight up.
He's got it already?
He's got it, yeah.
And I want to know, DeAndre, did you start booing when they were down at half?
Sure,
yeah, were you a booer?
D, have a seat. You thought you were cooked. I'm thinking. So this is DeAndre Hawkins, who works on the afternoon show. He flew to Philly for the first time in his if he's letting you do it today, you only have to wear it half the amount of time. So, yeah.
Is this new?
It is. In a sense, yeah.
It's new to you.
It's new.
All right. So, DeAndre, how was it?
Oh, my goodness. The atmosphere in there was incredible.
Did you be honest?
Oh, I'll be
You
fully
thought you were
honest.
cooked?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Did you boo with the rest of the fans? Boo!
You should have heard the fan base.
Yeah.
At halftime, when the Eagles were just not moving the ball, were not passing it.
Stomped,
there was a lot of boos calling for Kevin Patullo's name. They want him out. They wanted him out of there in that moment.
This is the play caller.
Did you think when the Rams got the strip sack and then Kyron punched it in the end zone, you're down 26-7 at that point? Did you think about leaving?
No.
Well, you were there.
He flew all the way across
I flew all the way
country.
across. I'm going to stay for the whole game.
Right.
But there was fans that were quickly looking at that exit like it might be time to go. And then all of a sudden, when you saw Jalen Hurts driving down the field, got that touchdown pass to Dallas Goedert, you saw a quick change in that stadium.
Now, if you were on the Rams offensive line, could you have blocked on one of those kicks? You're a big guy.
Probably not.
Could you have blocked?
Did you think you were cooked when Cardi lined up for the field goal? It wasn't a long field goal.
Oh, it was not a long field
It
goal.
was like 44 yards.
And again, when you see
a high school kicker can make a 44-yarder.
Again, it was so quiet when the Rams were driving downfield. We're like, oh, well, what are the chances that they're going to block 2 field goals in one game? And it's over. Literally, the fans were all quiet.
Fans were quiet.
Hands were like this.
Yeah. Did you fly back right after the game?
No, I stayed. I stayed one more night, and then I flew back this morning.
And what was the overall trip like?
Oh, it was great. It was fantastic. Ate a lot of food, especially cheese
You
steaks.
had the cheese
Yeah,
steaks?
best spot out there I went to was at the Reading Terminal called Uncle Gus's.
Okay.
Really, really good. But
Did you have both cheesesteaks or one cheesesteak?
I had
There's
numerous.
Geno's and Pat's.
I did not go to Pat's and Geno's because I was told it was touristy, and they said this not the best one.
I will say Reading Terminal's also touristy.
It is very touristy, but
DeAndre, there's a line at Pat's and Geno's too, so you did the right thing.
Exactly.
Jim's on South Street has a good cheesesteak too.
It was really good.
But and so you got to see what I was talking about with the 3 stadiums all in the same parking lot.
It's great.
It's an
man.
incredible atmosphere.
It's really
Philly's
cool,
a fun
man.
town. I mean, I went to, I've mentioned this before, but my cousin married somebody in the mob, and there was a big mob wedding in Philadelphia. And I mean, it was the most elaborate wedding. I was very young. I was probably 10 years old. Most elaborate wedding. And I said to Mom, how is Dickie affording this? And my mom said, "Oh, Dickie's not paying for this."
But so I'm guessing, why did you pick this game, by the way?
So out of all the games for the Eagles, their home games, the Rams game was the cheapest one. Like, they play the
Really?
Broncos in 2 weeks. That one's like $600 just for getting
So
in.
this was the most affordable.
This is the most affordable game out of all the home games for the Eagles.
I'm proud of you. You just went by yourself?
I know. Actually, I went with a couple of my friends, like college teammates and stuff. And we have
What a great idea.
Yeah. So it was like 8 of us in total that went. And
Okay,
we took down the whole row.
Now I'll let you do it for real. Now will you sing?
I
will
don't
you
know.
sing the Eagles?
I don't know. You know,
sing the Eagles song. Sing the Eagles.
Sure?
Ready?
No, I can't. You
No,
know, 'cause you're gonna hit the button, man.
No, of course I'm gonna play the backing vocals.
Nah, I don't
Yes,
trust
no,
it.
he thinks you're going to play him off.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
No,
I'm not going to fall for
you
it.
guys
Come on,
won.
DeAndre. We had the full one.
You
We
guys,
had the full
we
one.
have the full one. You guys
It's
won.
okay. It's okay. I'm going to save it for...
Come on, DeAndre.
He knows you too well.
I knew it.
You fell for it last week.
I sure did. And I learned my lesson.
All right,
Congratulations,
DeAndre.
DeAndre.
Thanks, DeAndre.
You should have lost about 9 different ways, but you didn't.
Yeah, screw the Eagles. All right. Hey. Oh, coming up next, we'll do some baseball. Dodgers, Kershaw weekend, big emotional weekend. We'll get into all that coming up.
Let me slip something in here, too. This could be significant for NBA fans. Fred VanVleet, the point guard for the Houston Rockets, just tore his ACL at an off-season workout. He's out for the season.
Damn.
And in most experts are picking the Rockets to finish ahead of the Lakers.
Two, yeah.
So and their backup Reed Shepherd is young. He's not VanVleet, so this could be significant.
Yep. Okay. Let me see. Em, what do you got?
Experience the Rams Toyota countdown to kickoff this Sunday before they beat the Colts.
Yes.
With ESPN LA's Travis Rogers and Stuart Cravens live from the Hall at Cosm. It's great. You can see all the games. You can see everything in this reality. Watch the action on massive wall-to-wall LED displays. Enjoy local food. Pretty good. Craft cocktails. And if you got the ticket to the game, come in for free.
Yeah.
Learn more at cosm.com.
By the way, Korean-style nachos. I don't know if you've had them yet.
So good.
Terrific. All right. At Call Jacob, it's never just about the case. It's about you. The person behind the pain, the story behind the file. Every phone call, every strategy, every single client meeting starts with one goal. Take care of the people who've been hurt. Because when you're sitting there with a wrecked car, a hurt back, and no one calling you back, the last thing you need is another lawyer treating you like a number. You need somebody who shows up, who listens, who takes the weight off your shoulders. That's what the law offices of Jacob Imrani is built for. Jacob Imrani doesn't just run a law firm. He built a lifeline for people who are hit out of nowhere, for coworkers who are injured on the job, for families whose lives are flipped in one phone call. You gotta get real help, fast answers, serious results, and you never pay unless Jacob wins. From the very first call, you will feel the difference. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember...
Accident or injury, call Jacob Imrani. Call Jacob.
CallJacob.com. He is the trusted legal partner of the Los Angeles Rams, the Los Angeles Lakers, and LAFC. And you can follow at call.jacob on Instagram to hear real stories and results. At this firm, it's never about volume. It's about people. CallJacob.com. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's more than just a morning show. It's Familia.
A celebration of familia, cultura, and the strength. But familia, I got cultura? Cultura. Culture. Cultura.
Come on, Cap.
I mean, dude, speak Spanish, will you?
Wake up with Sedano and Cap. Weekday mornings, 7 to 9 a.m.
But you're the güero on the radio. But everybody knows
That could be your on-air name. Hey, everybody, it's Wedo on the radio.
On 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and the YouTube-only hour, 9 to 10 a.m.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Here's Travis Rogers.
The Los Angeles Rams fall to 2-1 on the 2025 season after what perhaps was the most disappointing and inexplicable loss of the Sean McVay era, turning a 26-7 lead early in the third quarter into a 33-26 defeat at the hands of the Philadelphia Eagles. It was all Rams early after an early Jalen Hurts touchdown, after Matthew Matthew Stafford threw an interception early in the first quarter, it was all Rams who scored on 6 consecutive possessions, but 4 of those scores, field goals off the right foot of Josh Carty. The Rams not able to be as effective in the red zone as they would like, and then in the third quarter, everything changed. 33 yards in the first half for the Philadelphia Eagles, 167 yards in the third quarter alone. The Eagles pull a shocker in Philadelphia and beat the Rams. With Monday's Rams Report, I'm Travis Rogers.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Powered by ZipRecruiter. Looking for your next great hire? Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
You know that old saying, you can have it fast or you can have it good? When it comes to hiring, ZipRecruiter has put that saying to bed. Because with ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire someone fast, you get them fast and you get the best person for your job. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology immediately starts showing your job to the right candidates. Get in the end zone with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Come spend a night with Daryl Hall. Saturday, November 1st, Fantasy Springs Resort Casino. A rare, up-close evening with the singer-songwriter. A musical journey through his entire career. Featuring his special guest, Glenn Tilbrook, the voice of Squeeze. Tickets on sale now at FantasySpringsResort.com or 760-342-5000.
Back when I played, leg cramps were no joke. Fourth quarter, overtime, practice, even when I got home, they would hit out of nowhere. Had I known about Highland's leg cramps back in the day, I would have had a locker full of the stuff. Now I'm retired, I still get these cramps on my morning walks, hanging out with my daughter, but now I've got something that actually works. Highland's leg cramps. The tablets dissolve quickly under the tongue and don't upset my stomach. Cramps hit athletes, weekend warriors, couch coaches, all of us. Grab Highland's leg cramps and get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS.
Hey, soccer fans! San Antonio Cardinale Wine is hooking up fans with 2 tickets, air and hotel, to the biggest match in USA this season. Don't wait. Head to SoccerDreamTicket.com and enter now. You can score your way from San Antonio Cardinale Wine.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Summer's almost over, but there's still time to work on that sunburn. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
With over 40 big screens showing all the big games, you can catch every play from wherever you eat, stay, and play.
Number 2.
War, live, December 6th. Get tickets now.
And the number 1 reason.
Win a new Dodge Charger Daytona RT. Use your rewards card at your favorite table games to enter through September 28th.
Morongo, good times.
Everyone knows Earl Hershiser has won numerous awards for his performance on the field. But off the field, he's a great humanitarian, a true friend and partner of mine, and a real bulldog when it comes to business.
Baseball taught me to work hard and respect people. Rotolo Chevrolet does both, and that's why I joined the team.
Rotolo Chevrolet has been Dealer of the Year for 12 straight years. Like Earl, we know something about winning.
I believe they call that a dynasty.
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
The biggest show on the radio.
Mason, Ireland, you guys are clowns.
Screw you, Josh.
Damn.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
Mason and Ireland are clowns. That's going to be a drop for a long time.
Why not?
Back to the guys.
Oh, look. It's got its own channel now. Baywatch. Anniversary of Baywatch coming out. Premiered on this day in 1989. Changed the world.
And you might say, what is Mason talking about? It has its own channel. Yes. It is true. If you have a Samsung TV, Samsung has their own list of channels.
So much
and
slow motion running.
Is a 24-hour Baywatch channel.
Yep.
Don't ask me how I know any of that.
Yeah. Baywatch is a show.
Wasn't this... Am I right in saying this is Sylvester Stallone's brother that sings this song, or no?
Frankie Stallone?
No, I might be wrong. I'll look it up.
Frank
I don't think it
Stallone
is.
has sang songs.
He sang "Eye of the Tiger," right?
No, that was Survivor. Frankie
Is
Stallone.
this Survivor singing this song? Let me look it up.
Yeah, let's find out.
Maybe that's
who
why I'm
sang
confusing.
Brian, you know, right?
Sorry, I don't.
Did you watch a lot of
before my time.
slow motion running when you were a kid?
I never did, and I know they remade the movie a couple years ago.
The
never
remake
saw
was terrible. That was Zac Efron and The Rock. It was awful.
It's a song by somebody named Jimmy Jameson.
Jimmy Jameson, big hit.
And it
What a name.
It served as the theme song for seasons 2 through 10.
So, were you a Baywatch watcher?
Never seen.
Never saw it.
I'm aware of the cultural impact. I'm aware of the things that are spoofed off of it.
What about the slow motion running?
See, exactly. I know that exists, and I know that it is because of Baywatch. And I know David Hasselhoff not from Baywatch, but from the SpongeBob movie.
Oh, I know him from eating a hamburger off the floor.
I thought you were going to say you knew him from Knight Rider.
No, actually, Hasselhoff, I make that joke. But back when I was doing the Snyder Show, I was in a room full of probably 9 people. I've told the story. A room full of 9 people. Hasselhoff is the guest, and he's introduced everybody in the room, and then on the way out, he says, "My mom was there. Nice to meet you, Donna. Nice to meet you, Ted. Nice to meet you, Dave."
He remembered everybody's name.
He remembered everybody's name. Next thing you know, he's eating a hamburger on the floor.
I thought you were going to tell the other story about the time when he held out for more money.
Oh, that's a great story. The Brandon Tartikoff money. Brandon
was
Tartikoff.
it Grant Tinker or Brandon
Tartikoff.
Okay.
So I interviewed Brandon Tartikoff about this. And Tartikoff described the situation with Knight Rider. Remember, it was David Hasselhoff and the car.
Named Kit.
And David Hasselhoff had a holdout. I'm not coming back to work. I'm a big hit. I want more money.
The show is a big hit. I'm the star of the show.
Yep.
I want more money.
And so he makes his pitch, and Tartikoff writes something down on a napkin, turns it over, and leaves. And when Hasselhoff turns the napkin over, it says, "The car is the star." And that was it. Hasselhoff was back to work. The car. Remember the voice of the car?
Was the guy from Magnum P.I., right?
William Daniels.
Who played Higgins.
Yes, who I always think of from The Graduate, who said, "Buy plastics."
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so Dodgers, they're pretty much locked up in the division now. They got a 3-game lead with a few games
Did
left.
you watch Kershaw on Friday night?
I did.
Incredibly cool,
It
wasn't
was
it?
so cool. It was so cool.
And by the way, so when the Dodgers take the field,
yep,
Kershaw runs out, and none of his other teammates ran out on the field except for the catcher.
Yep.
And we'll talk about catcher in a second. But I think it was Dalton Rushing that night. And Max Muncy talked, he goes, Kershaw would hate nothing more than if we didn't run out on the field and left him to the stage to himself. So let's do it. And after about 10 seconds, Kershaw motions to his teammates to come out, and they all drop their gloves and start applauding. They won't come out, and they let him stand out there for about a minute. So somebody asked him about it after the game, and he said it was a very nice gesture. I hated it, but it was a very nice gesture.
And, of course, Dave took him out in the middle of an inning, I think in the middle of the 5th inning, got a huge ovation.
And then the bottom of the 5th, Shohei and Mookie hit back-to-back homers. He would have been the losing pitcher.
Yes.
But they hit back-to-back homers to get him off the hook.
Because it was like the perfect Kershaw performance where the first guy up hits a home run. Which is unfortunate, but it's also the entire Kershaw experience in one. The big moment calls for him. He lets go one home run, but then he kind of locks in after that.
I mean, I would think that after all that emotion, you probably are.
It's hard to lock in.
Yeah, hard to lock in. He ultimately did after giving up the home run. But I just think that it was a tremendous moment, and I think the Dodgers are going to need Clayton Kershaw in this postseason.
Well, here's, again, I don't know if you guys saw Emmett Sheehan yesterday. He was great.
Yeah, dealt. He was
another one-hitter.
Yep.
He's my first reliever in the postseason, and I think Kershaw is backing him up. I think Sheehan's my right-hander, Kershaw's my left-hander, and all these guys who can't get anybody out in the bullpen can sit out there and read the paper. I don't want to see Kirby Yates.
Kirby Yates, no.
I don't necessarily want to see Blake Trinan, and I've been a big
want to see Blake Trinan.
I've been a big Trinan fan.
Nope.
I'm out on Tanner Scott. I know you think that he might be able to help.
He's been decent down the stretch. I think he probably does factor. What's weird about the Dodgers bullpen is if you look at the effective guys, they're all left-handed. Jack Dreyer, Anthony Bonda, Alex Vesia, Justin Robleski. They've come in with a lot of left-handers. I think all those guys are going to be valuable in the postseason. I agree completely on Emmett Sheehan. He is going to be incredibly important. And Roki Sasaki.
Yeah, what do you think of that idea? They're going to pitch. So they have 6 games left. 3 in Arizona, and is it 3 in Seattle? Who do they finish with?
In Seattle? It's 6 road games.
Yeah, it's 6 road games. They're in Arizona starting tomorrow.
Right. And Arizona, by the way, still has a shot to get in for the wild card.
Yeah, they do finish in Seattle.
Okay, so
and Seattle
is playing. They're 3 games up on Houston.
Yes.
They look like they're going to win their division, but they're going to put Sasaki in a couple of these games to see if he can, because he throws 100 miles an hour.
Yes,
I don't hate that idea.
By the way,
why not?
I think he threw 2 scoreless innings out of the bullpen recently on Sunday, as recently as Sunday. Struck out 1, walked none. Remember, he had trouble early in the year. He made 8 starts for the Dodgers, had a 4.72 ERA, .148 WHIP, 24 strikeouts, and 22 walks in 34 and a third innings. So that's what you got to watch for. Also, his fastball was not 100 miles an hour when he was starting the year here. It is now. He's at 99, 100. So if you can come in with Roki Sasaki, I absolutely think he can be really valuable in that way.
Now, very quietly over the weekend, some news leaked out that Will Smith, the Dodgers all-star catcher, has a hairline fracture in his throwing hand.
Yes.
He's not going to play at all this week, and he's questionable for the postseason. Mace, I think this is a huge deal if he can't play in the postseason. Not a little deal, a huge deal. So much so that I think if there's no Will Smith, there's no title.
Really?
I do.
You're going to say
not because he's one of their 4 best hitters, which he is, but because of the way he manages the pitching staff.
Well, but think about it. He's been gone all this time, and Ben Rortvedt and Dalton Rushing have managed the pitching staff to multiple no-hitter situations.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's calling the game. Like, I feel comfortable with Rortvedt, who I've heard pitchers say nice things about. But the bat is where you're really going to miss Will Smith if he cannot go.
Yeah,
and he's not been ruled out yet.
Shohei's the best hitter on the team, and then right behind him, Freddie Freeman, Mookie, and Will Smith are all right there.
Absolutely.
Huge loss if he can't go.
I still think they could overcome that. Again,
I will say in the 15 games that Will Smith has missed, the Dodgers have gone 9-6, averaging more than 5 runs per game. So it's not like their offense has gone to 0 without Will Smith there.
Right. True. And I think they could win without. I mean, I don't want to win without Will Smith. You don't want that situation, but I think they can win. Rortvedt has been very good. Whenever I hear Rortvedt's name, I'm like, can I buy a vowel? Rortvadt.
Yeah, that is a weird name.
And Dalton Rushing is totally solid. Good bat form. I think that this is a situation where it's going to make a huge difference in the lineup. I think that those two guys can manage games and manage starts and relief appearances, but they are going to hugely miss Will Smith's bat.
Yeah, and what do you think happens with Shohei in the postseason?
I think that he is going to start even in the wild card series.
What game?
Let me see. Well, here's what I would ask. Shohei, what game do you want to start?
That's probably true.
Right, and I think Shohei's going to exert his influence, which is considerable, and he is going to start
either game 1 or game 2.
Game 1 or game 2.
Remember, this wild card series, it is a 3-game series, all, if the Dodgers stay where they are, all in the Dodgers' home park.
I would say, that Ohtani is scheduled to start tomorrow, so he's lined up
to
be
start
able to
game
start
1.
On game 1.
Yeah, lined up to start game 1.
Would you rather play the Reds or the Mets?
The Mets have been so much in free fall. I think the Reds starting pitching is a little scarier than the Mets starting pitching. I like Nick Lodolo. I like Brady Scott. I like there are lots of reasons to, I think,
If the
Andrew
by the way,
Abbott
the
has
reason,
been really
the
good.
reason I asked you that question is the Mets and Reds are tied for that wild card spot, but the Reds have the tiebreaker. So if the season ended today, the Dodgers would play the Reds. All 3 games at Dodger Stadium.
Right.
I think I would rather play the Reds just because the Mets have some postseason experience and the Reds don't. I think you catch all those guys deer in the headlights, the guys like Ellie De La Cruz and Matt McClain and, that have never been in a playoff series before, and it might work in your favor. Pete Alonso and Juan Soto and those dudes scare me a little bit.
Yeah, they've been there.
I will say the Reds have only won 1 game against the Dodgers this year. They've gone 1-5 against the Dodgers, and I'm looking up what the Mets record was this year.
Okay, 1-5 is good.
Yeah, 1-5 is pretty good.
And the Mets have a 4-3 record against the Dodgers in their season series. They've won that series against the Dodgers.
Yeah, so it appears they match up better against the Reds too. But that's something to keep an eye on. If
Now, our Parker Bell has just texted me a stunning statistic. Here's the thing: Blake Trinan has been the losing pitcher in each of the Dodgers' last 5 losses. Dating back to 1912, this is a first. 13 times one pitcher has worn 4 of his team's losses in a row. Most recently, Tim Belcher of the Tigers in 94.
Former Dodger.
But has lost the last 5 games for L.A. Now, there's no friggin' way, Brian Cohen, they can put Blake Trinan into a game right now.
No, and even after watching him, just doesn't have it. I don't
And,
know.
and by the way, they don't have to. They have enough arms. You don't. There is no, like you made the comment last week. Well, they paid Tanner Scott and Kirby Yates all this money. They got to use them. No, they don't.
No, they of course not. I by the way, I didn't say that. I said they spent a lot of money in a misguided way on those guys. This is the first time Andrew Friedman has ever spent a bunch of money during the off season on a bullpen, and it did not work. I think that they should have addressed the bullpen at the trade deadline.
But you agree with me that the money they're paying Scott and Yates is irrelevant, right?
Not relevant at all.
It's money that you've already spent. You missed on them. You chalk it up as a loss and keep going.
100%. All right, so we're going to do some fast track coming up. And by the way, you got a little Christmas money. Is that a thing? You got Christmas money at home?
I'll bring it up.
Okay.
I'll bring it up.
We'll do that coming up next for you. Mason and Ireland, fast track on the way, 710 ESPN.
All right, if you're like me, you definitely notice the low-quality tap water across L.A. Not only does it taste terrible, it damages your appliances, harsh on your skin and your hair. My wife and I made the switch to Life Source water, and it is fantastic. With their whole house water filtration system, we get filtered water from every tap. That means great tasting water for drinking, cooking, bathing, all of it. It makes a huge difference. My wife noticed right away. Now we can't imagine going without it. With Life Source, you deal directly with their local factory. They build every system, install it, and offer factory direct pricing. Speaking of pricing, you can take advantage of a double dip in savings right now. Free standard installation plus an extra $250 off. That's $1,250 in savings. Here's how you get it. Call 800-WATER-99. 800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com. This offer ends at the end of the month, September 30th. Today is the 22nd. So you got 8 days to do what I did. Make the upgrade to the essential home appliance you'll love using every day. Life Source Water.
And soccer fans, this one's for you. It's a Soccer Dream Ticket presented by San Antonio Cardinal. Your chance to win an unforgettable trip for two. We're talking 2 tickets to the final match, plus hotel and round-trip flights. Enter for your chance to win at soccerdreamticket.com. That's soccerdreamticket.com. Brought to you by San Antonio Cardinal Wine, the perfect game day wine.
710 ESPN is giving you a chance to win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays are back. Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
Listen every Monday during football season
to the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, Mason and Ireland, and the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show.
All you have to do is make a super prediction.
And you can win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino.
Get ready, SoCal. The ultimate entertainment destination is opening soon. Hard Rock Casino Tejon, just 30 minutes south of Bakersfield. Less drive time means more playtime with 24/7 gaming action, unforgettable dining, and live entertainment at the Hard Rock Cafe. It's the new hotspot for ESPN LA fans. Whether you're celebrating a big win or just soaking in that Hard Rock energy, don't miss it. Hard Rock Casino Tejon, opening soon. This is how SoCal plays.
Injured in an accident? Don't sit on the sidelines. It's Travis, and at the law office of Joseph S. Normand, Joe and his team are ready to go full contact for your case. They'll rush the defense, tackle the insurance companies, and drive it all the way to the end zone to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning team now at 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000, or visit normandlegal.com. Don't fumble your future. Your recovery is their priority. Call Joe now and score a touchdown with the law office of Joseph S. Normand.
You know that feeling. You're finally asleep and bam, a leg cramp comes out of nowhere. Look, I've played through pain, but waking up with a leg cramp at 3 a.m., that sucks. So I don't mess around anymore. I keep Highland's Leg Cramps PM on my nightstand. No groggy side effects, no harsh meds, just a fast, effective relief that lets me sleep through the night without the Charlie horse surprise. Get the sleep you need with Highland's Leg Cramps PM. Get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS. Highland's Leg Cramps PM, because you don't need a midnight workout.
New Beyond Raw Lit V2 pre-workout. GNC's #1 pre-workout. Now with harder hitting energy, an intense mind-body connection, and enhanced endurance support. This isn't just pre-workout, it's precision engineering for your body. Turbocharge your workout with new Beyond Raw Lit V2. Available now at GNC and GNC.com.
The John Deere Gator XUV lets you cut, pack, drive, scout, weld, stack, feed, pull, load, tow, spray, and haul, all in a single day. Because with the highest cargo box volume in its class, customizable features, and a towing capacity of up to 4,000 pounds, it gets the job done. You just have to get in the seat. Learn more at your John Deere dealer or visit johndeere.com/Gator XUV.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland.
All right, it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350 cube, 3¼ horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand-rubbed lacquer with a blue plain manifold, and race cams.
Fast Track on Mason and Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
All right, real quick, $1 Million Mondays back on 710. Thank you to Pechanga Resort Casino. The screen went completely black.
Listen all day for your chance to win. All you have to do is give us your big game prediction, both teams and final score, and you can win $1 million. And just for playing, get 2 tickets to the next Rams home game when they're going to win. Right, Mace?
Yes, they're going to win.
$1 Million Mondays on ESPN, made possible by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination. Pechanga Resort Casino, official California gaming casino partner of the Los Angeles Rams.
Okay, zoom.
Zoom. So my mom texted me during the show. She's a listener, P1. Shout out, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Hey,
Mom.
Carrie. So she's been retired for 6 months, and so she's, tackling long-term housing projects.
Got it.
And so she's been doing some cleaning out. And she texts our family group chat a picture of a card addressed to Emily. It says, Merry Christmas.
Yes.
And inside the card is a $10 bill that my grandpa gives all of his grandchildren
nice,
on Christmas,
sure.
which is lovely. Thank you, Grandpa. And she goes, I thought Emily's $10 from Papa for Christmas. I'm living right. And I'm like, that's my $10,
What?
okay?
Yeah.
Ship it to California. I'll use those $10 to get myself some coffee in the morning. I said back to her, don't spend it all in one place. But
Yeah.
is this my mom's money or my money?
It is 100% your mom's money.
Wait a minute. No, it's your money.
Wait a minute.
Pop wanted you to have it.
Yeah, but possession is 9/10 of the law.
I know, but what? Don't.
What you're siding on
I'm
1/10?
I'm siding with Pop.
No.
Is that what you called him, Pop?
Papa. Yeah.
Papa.
Mine was my mom's dad was Papa.
Would you not honor the wishes of Papa?
No, if Emily's too stupid to take the $10 to California with her, Mom gets to keep the money. Mom's holding down the fort. What she found in your room in a drawer or something?
Yeah, she's probably cleaning out. She also found an Amazon gift card for $25, so she's
Yeah.
living
You
large.
go to what's your mom's first name?
Carrie.
Carrie, you go to town. Your
Yeah.
daughter
$10. Take it to
Hey,
town.
wait, it's 35 now.
Oh, that's right. The
Don't
gift
spend it all
card.
in one place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I
If
was
Emily doesn't take it with her and she leaves it behind, her mom lives in that house.
Yeah, right.
That's her money now.
When I was in my 30s, my grandmother was still sending me a $5 bill for my
God
birthday.
bless grandparents.
Thank you, Gable, for those fivers.
Is Gable a name because someone in the family couldn't pronounce grandma?
That is me. I could not say grandma. It came out.
That's how
Gable
Pop came out. Started in our house. My older cousin, couldn't pronounce his name, and so we called him Pop.
Pop.
What do you got, Brian?
I got one of the best sound bites coming out of this college football early season here, and it happens to be one of the best names. So Biff Poggi, I believe is how you
he's the
pronounce it.
interim coach at Michigan,
right? So taking over during the scandal here, Morris taking his suspension. And so listen to the soundbite before I ask you my question here. This just has to be played.
What are you going to do tonight to celebrate?
I'm going to eat some Haagen-Dazs coffee ice cream with my wife and smoke a Cuban cigar and then probably go to the hospital.
For me, it's the soundbite of the year, college football. They ended up getting the win, so good stepping in, interim head coach. Is that the best, spot job you can have, knowing that your job is still safe as the assistant head coach, but stepping into an interim head coach position?
I still say the best job in sports is pinch hitter. You make the major league minimum. Does anyone really expect a pinch hitter to ever get a hit? Like, if he gets a hit, you're like, wow, that guy came in cold off the bench and got a hit. But if he strikes out, you say, well, he's been sitting over there all day. And that makes sense. A pinch hitter to me is a little better than interim coach. What do you think, Mace?
Interim coach for a good program, knowing the other guy is coming back, is not a bad gig. I mean, I'd be eating Haagen-Dazs ice cream and smoking a Cuban and going, why do you have to go to the hospital?
Because he's an old big fat guy.
Old big fat guy.
He's eating ice cream and smoking cigars.
The ice cream and cigar will get you. No, I say it's a good gig. I mean, when's Sharon Moore get back next week?
I think next week. I think they served 2 weeks of his 2 games of his suspension for the sign stealing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The guy sat there, won a couple of games with a really good team.
It
was a close game.
30-27.
Nebraska, right?
Yeah.
Michigan played Nebraska.
Yeah, that was a tight game.
Also, what is Biff short for?
Whenever I hear the name Biff, I think of the movie Back to the Future.
That's what I instantly thought. Yeah.
What is Biff short?
Is it Biffalmule?
No, I don't know. Is it like
Clifford?
I don't know.
Wilford? Buford?
Oh, his first name on Wikipedia is Francis, so I don't know where this comes from.
Francis.
Right.
Wow.
It's like getting Peggy from Margaret.
Yeah, Peggy from Margaret is weird. Yeah, there are some weird ones. So Biff from whatever. Biff.
I typed in what is the nickname Biff short for? It said it can be short for Buford. One example is Biff Rannon from the Back to the Future movies.
Buford is his real name?
No, then it says his name is Burford Howard Tannen.
Oh.
No wonder he's a bully.
It's short for Burford. That's a beautiful name.
It's like word that.
And then he said,
I like
this guy
Burford
also.
for
Now
a
keep
boy.
in mind, this is all from Reddit. So
Yeah.
he goes,
Oh, God.
I also went to high school with a guy who went by Biff, and his real name was Jeff.
Jeff. Okay. It sounds like there's no
I
direct
think it's more of a look thing because he kind of looks like Biff from the
You think
movies.
he looks like a Biff? Yeah.
So I think that's how he got the nickname.
I think that sounds right. All right, we'll pick up some fast track coming up on the other side. In the meantime, yesterday the Rams saw the Eagles. It was just a full-scale disaster for the Rams. Blew a gigantic lead. Last year there were 19 field goals blocked the entire season long, back-to-back blocked field goals yesterday, and the Rams lose at the buzzer in Philadelphia. I sound really depressed, don't I?
Well,
But you're wearing a jersey for the Eagles.
That's the proper level of depression and disgust. I said it at the start of the show. They had 9 different plays that if they make any one of the 9, they win the game.
Yep.
Including all the plays in the red zone, both the Cardi's field goals that got blocked, both of the fourth and long to A.J. Brown, 4th and goal to Devonta Smith.
Touchdown called back.
Yeah, Kyron Williams runs it in the end zone, and the center picked up somebody and tackled him when he didn't need to. It was one of the weirdest games I've ever seen.
You know what it was? It was
devastation.
Yeah.
Devastation is what it was.
As J.J. Redick would say.
Redick.
J.J. Redick's going to meet with the media on Thursday. We might get him on Thursday.
Oh, cool. That's good. All right, so the push we saw should have been penalized every time they ran it. That guy at right tackle is offsides every single time. It should be a false start. It should be a false start. What's weird is you told me, I didn't know this, it got called for a false start in the New Orleans game.
New Orleans, the Saints got called for a false start, and they were behind at the time 44-6. But Jason Kelsey was a guest on WIP in Philadelphia, and Jason Kelsey is the one who was the heart of the tush push because he played center for the Eagles until this year. He says they're getting rid of it. Listen to Jason.
I think the play's done. I think that the play was going to be done last year. I think that there's a lot of people within the league at multiple levels that want the play to be gone, which is fine. I think we'll still go back to running quarterback sneak, and I'm sure they'll figure out ways to be successful. I'm not really that concerned with it, to be very candid.
So if it goes away, then the Rams were just unlucky.
Right.
That they got to use it again this year.
Yeah. So they will get the rest of the year and it really, I think, and yesterday was a good example. Although yesterday's game was not really decided by the tush push. That was not one of the things.
Didn't hurt them, though.
It got them their touchdown in the first drive.
Oh, yeah, it did get them their touchdown.
So
I think they used it 4 times.
Yeah.
4 times, and they were 4 for 4.
And even if they don't run the tush push, it's the air of the tush push in ability that they have 4 downs on almost every.
And we only need 9 yards.
Yes, they only need 9 yards, and so I think one time like Devonta Smith got tackled on the 9-yard line that they had to gain.
Yep.
And they knew that he didn't even have to stretch out to get this because it was gonna happen. It changes everything about how they run their offense.
Laura just walked in, just clutched her chest like, oh, she's a Rams fan. Oh, so rough. Such a rough way to lose. And I personalize this stuff too much. Like, even as a little kid, when the Rams lost, I was like, it just ruined my whole week.
Right.
It's going to take me a couple of days to get ready and reload for Indianapolis. Now, you, Brian Cohen, have no reason to mope because the Chargers are 3-0.
I am on top of the world. I've never felt this good in my life.
This is
amazing.
hang on.
Come on now.
You've never felt this good in your life.
In terms of Charter
This is
football.
loser talk, Brian.
Ever in your entire life.
Hey,
I've never even seen them get to the AFC Championship game in my life. So come on.
Didn't they 1 year with LT and then lost? I thought they got to it one time. Maybe.
Are you pre-LT?
Maybe not. No, I mean LT was like my middle school, childhood growing up. Those were the glory days. We didn't win. But they were so glorious.
These are not the Brandon Staley Chargers. These guys are not blowing leads. Matter of fact, Brian, they probably should have lost that game yesterday. They took it from the Broncos in the fourth quarter. I think with Jim Harbaugh in there, there's a new sheriff in town, and I think they're going to win the division. I know it's only 3 games in.
Yeah,
but
super early.
They're 3-0, Brian, and every other team is 1-2, and they've beaten all 3 of them. They have 3 wins. And the wins are over the Chiefs, the Raiders, and the Broncos.
And I would say all 3 of those teams don't look as good as they should be.
They don't look as good as
we got the Giants coming up. So I'm expecting a 4-0 start here. So I'm gonna be
there. You go.
Come on
now, John. You're friends with people in the PR department.
Yes, I am.
Now, do you think they will allow us to speak to somebody from the Chargers now?
As soon as you're on vacation, yeah.
Why? I've been totally respectful to the Chargers.
You have been disrespectful to the Chargers for years.
I am a huge Harbaugh fan. Huge Harbaugh fan.
I will present it because your reputation in that building is that you will just make fun of the Chargers and use the interview to prop up the Rams.
Brian, do you think I've at any point said anything negative about the Chargers and their play on the field this year?
Answer honestly.
Honestly.
Are we talking this whole year, or are we talking
we're
3 weeks ago?
During the season. During the season.
I don't think you have.
No.
But, I mean, let's go right back before the season.
Well, but look, I've said it looks like Herbert's a different guy. Herbert's making critical throws now, where in the past he hasn't. I think they're very well coached. I think Jim Harbaugh is one of the best coaches in the league. So, no,
you know what would be fun to talk to would be Keenan Allen, because he was there for all of the losing.
That's right.
And now he's there for all the winning. I'll throw out a request.
Okay, good.
I will say the Rams' loss yesterday was very Charger-like. It was a very Charger loss.
That is a fair point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
now,
that's exactly.
Are you speaking negatively about the Chargers
when
you
do
do that?
That's old Charger-like. That's a new Charger.
They're Chargery.
Yeah, you may have just blown us a chance to get any Chargers.
Yeah. No, it's a good point, though.
Dang.
It did feel like that. It did feel like that. All right, coming up next for you is more Fast Track. In the meantime, this is an ad by BetterHelp. So we all turn to some funny places for support, but not everybody is a therapist. Not everybody is the one. You can find your right match with BetterHelp. Therapy has changed my life. I've been in therapy for 25 years. I don't know where I would be without it, and BetterHelp gives you an opportunity to have the right therapist to work for you. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. There's a little questionnaire, helps you identify your needs and preferences, and their 10-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means that they typically get it right the first time. They have served over 5 million people globally. BetterHelp, largest online therapy platform in the world. It's convenient. You can join a session with the click of a button. They can help you fit therapy into your busy life, and you can switch therapists at any time. Find the right one. Find the right therapist with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month of therapy at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
It is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
Water, power, comfort. NextGen protects it all with the Home Hero Bundle. Do you like the taste of your water? If not, get your free alkaline reverse osmosis system when you install whole home water filtration. Clean, healthy water every tap. Add a heater treater for just $4.99 to shield your plumbing from hard water damage. And when you bundle in HVAC or electrical service, you'll save 10% instantly. One call, one team, total home protection. Call NextGen, 833-3-NEXGEN, or visit nextgenaaronplumbing.com today.
CSOB number 1011173.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
Just on hand. You're the other white meat.
How can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it.
I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Saturday, October 25th, Fantasy Springs Resort Casino. Tickets on sale now at JeffDunham.com. Don't miss Jeff Dunham.
You ever notice the harsh feeling and chlorine taste in LA's water? That's why I made the switch to LifeSource Water. Their whole house water system gives clean, filtered water from every tap in my house. It's become our essential appliance we love using every day. With LifeSource, you deal directly with their local factory. No middlemen, no hassle. Take advantage of a double dip in savings for up to $1,250 off. Call 800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. Warranty limitations apply.
Hey, it's Cap. Thinking about selling your home? Seller's Advantage makes it easy. No agents, no commissions, no open houses, and no costly repairs. With Seller's Advantage, we'll make you a fair, competitive cash offer with no surprises. Check out what one of the sellers had to say. Seller's Advantage was a lot easier, faster, and more rewarding than listing my house. I worried about getting a low offer, but theirs matched the value I was hoping for and much higher than their competitors. They gave me time to decide, and the process was friendly, fast, and anxiety-free. I highly recommend Seller's Advantage. Call Seller's Advantage today. 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747, or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free, no obligation cash offer. That's sellersadvantage.com.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. It's game time at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Just like LAFC protects their home turf, we help you protect yours with quality floors at unbeatable wholesale prices. No gimmicks, no markups, just deals every day. From waterproof hardwood to carpet, laminate to artificial grass, the crazy Hernandez brothers have you covered. Don't settle for anything less than a championship-level home. Call them at 866-62-FLOOR, that's 866-62-FLOOR, or shop on the web, HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Fast Track.
And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
All right, join Travis Rogers, Sua Cravens, and Chris Morales this Sunday for the ESPN LA Rams postgame show live from Hollywood Park Casino. It's going to be a celebration after we take down the Colts, win signed memorabilia tickets to an ESPN LA event.
The undefeated Colts.
That's right. Enter to win a brand new Perdego e-bike. Got to be 21 or older. Hollywood Park Casino, LA's hottest card room, and the place to party 24/7. Em, what do you got? Zoom, zoom.
So the Berlin Marathon happened over the weekend, and one of the participants was none other than Watermelon Sugar High himself, Harry Styles.
Yeah.
And he ran under a pseudonym, Stead Sarandos, which is very close to Ted Sarandos, the head of Netflix.
Yeah.
Right.
But Harry Styles ran a sub-3 hour marathon at 2 hours, 59 minutes, and 13 seconds. So I actually followed one of these TikTokers, one of these influencers I follow. She ran the Berlin Marathon this weekend as well.
Right.
And do you think it'd be fun to run next to Harry Styles or someone that you look up to, a celebrity you care about? Or would it be kind of annoying because this is about you? When you run a marathon, it's about you.
No, because I think you wouldn't want to embarrass yourself in front of someone famous, so it would keep you moving.
But I have a question. Did people know it was Harry Styles, or was he kind of in disguise?
So, no, he wasn't super in disguise. He has a mustache. He had a little, like, a headband on. So if you're right next to him, I'm sure you could see it's Harry Styles, but also he could look like any guy.
You're right. See, I was looking at the pictures. I'm like, I guess that's Harry Styles. I didn't, he wasn't doing all his glam rock stuff. He was,
He wasn't wearing a dress.
Yeah, he wasn't doing any of that stuff. So I don't know that I necessarily would have recognized him, but I think cool to run with him, run next to him.
But when you do the marathon, you sweat. You might, get super gross. Who knows? Maybe you have a bathroom issue, but then there's Harry Styles next to you.
Well, I assume he's having all the same issues and problems that I am.
That's true.
Yeah.
Stead Sarandos.
Stead.
Good
Old
to know.
Stead Sarandos.
Fast track.
So this one's an interesting one. My father is probably the head of the I Can't Stand Dave Roberts Club.
Oh,
I
really?
can manage better than him. It's been like that since 2016.
Him and Chris Morales.
Right. He actually texted me today, said, you got to check out this Bob Costas that did a special sit-down interview with Dave Roberts, MLB Network, this last weekend.
Yep.
It aired yesterday, and I think it's coming up again this next Sunday. They're playing it again.
Okay.
As about 45-minute interview, sit down with him, kind of going through his early days as a player, how it transitioned to a manager. I caught the first part of it very good on the drive-in.
Okay.
So I'm going to go back, watch the whole thing tonight. But one thing that, Costas asked Dave about is why isn't more players, getting to coaching, kind of managing coaching kind of deal. And he said, if everything goes right, the player gets the credit. If something goes wrong, it's all on the manager,
Sure.
and that's kind of hard to take.
Dave knows this firsthand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he also kind of alluded to the 2004 stolen base, to where if he would have got thrown out, it wouldn't have been his fault. It would have been, why did the manager, send him there?
Terry Francona send him? Yeah.
Do you kind of agree with this situation? Is it all on the manager if things go wrong and no credit to him?
This is a great question because in modern day baseball, it's not even right to blame the manager because the manager is not making most of those decisions. I mean, everybody was ripping Dave Roberts. Who's that guy that calls every week and rips Dave Roberts?
Ken in Newport Beach.
Yeah.
No, I'm just throwing him under the bus.
Yeah, but what I don't think Ken and most fans take into account is it's been talked about before the game who's coming into pitch.
Yeah.
It's been talked about where guys hit in the lineup. Michael Conforto playing every day in left field was not a Dave Roberts decision. That was an organizational decision. So if you can get paid, and Dave's the highest paid manager in all of baseball, if you can get paid to basically be a traffic cop, which is what most baseball managers are these days, why not take it?
Yeah, I think Dave, for example, the decision to leave Blake Snell in the other night. Well, I think that was a Dave decision, but so much of what happens now is scripted in advance. There's a script. Guys like Josh Burns and Andrew Friedman, and they call them quants, all the statistical people over there, the analytics people. They run every player through the crazy lineup machine, and you never know what's going to come out. And then Dave knows, well, the first guy out of the pen is going to be this guy. I mean, a lot of that stuff, and you do get all the blame. Now, I will say, I think baseball managers who used to play the game are generally not the guys who made a lot of money. Right? It's backup catchers. Dave, I'm sure did super well as a player, but never signed a gigantic deal.
Mediocre career.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not making gigantic bucks, so managing makes sense. But it is a tough job. I think that is a tough job. Not one that I would want.
I would take it just because then I would just say, okay, Andrew Friedman, what do you want to do? 6-game losing streak. You won't let me set the lineup? Who are we playing? And then I just take my check and go back to the ballpark.
There you
every
go.
day.
All right, there you have it. There is your fast track. All right, real quick, I wanted to do this. This is touch on the Rams again, which, yesterday was, for me, like the worst day so far in 2025. I'm serious. I can't think of a worse day this year than yesterday. What does that say about
Sports day, yeah.
No, life day. Like, I don't think I've had anything in life that's been as bad as this. Personally. No.
Is it because you have to wear a jersey? Is it because of DeAndre?
No, it's honestly, it was such a terrible loss, and it ruined my day, and I can't think of another bad thing that's happened to me this. Thank God, knock wood, all that stuff.
Well,
the
Rams,
worst thing that's happened to me is the Rams collapse.
But the Rams lost to the Eagles in January, and that was a playoff game that ended their season. That was worse than yesterday.
We blew a gigantic lead. We had them. We had them.
If you beat them in January, you might have gone to the Super Bowl. That feels like a worse loss.
Yeah, I would think.
I've very short memory. This is the worst day I've had in 2025. I can't think of a worse day.
But like up until the halftime was the best day.
It was. I was having the greatest day ever. It was such a great day.
I do think that Cardi squib kick is such a tool.
It's actually, and it's fun to watch because Philly could not handle that.
Yeah.
Every time they bobbled that ball.
I think that Cardi has talked about this in the past, how he perfected that. Chase Blackburn, Greg Olson on the broadcast was talking how Chase Blackburn realized that they could take advantage of these new rules, that you have to play these balls if they're down there. So why not make it more difficult for the other teams? And I think that just I feel like that's going to be something that decides a game later on.
We're the best squibbers in the league.
Yeah.
Nobody squibs like the Rams.
Take that in the NFC.
You need a squib. We got your guy. I mean, it was really a tough day. I think collapsing is the worst way to lose. Do you agree with that? Collapsing
Michael
is the
and I
worst
used to
way to
argue
lose.
this all the time. He says he would rather get blown out 50-0 than to lose a game like the Rams did yesterday. I disagree. The game yesterday, like I've said several times today, they were 9 or 10 plays away. If they get one of those plays, they win. Now I know I can play with them. If I walk out of there and I'm on the Rams, I don't think we got beat by the Eagles. I think we got beat by ourselves. We lost that game. The Eagles didn't win it.
We lost by one Bo Limmer.
Yeah, or by...
Just like last year.
By one kick or one penalty or one fourth down stop. They're right there.
Yeah.
I'm not as down on the Rams as you are today.
Oh.
I mean, you'll get to where I am eventually, but I'm
allowed to be sad for a couple of days.
You're allowed to be sad.
I'm allowed to be shattered.
Till
I'm
the
shattered.
Regular season ends and you realize because of that loss, you have to play at Philly in the playoffs, but I now think they can play with them.
Yeah.
And, they're a top 4 team in the NFC.
They are a top 4 team in the NFC. I
and you know what? The Packers had a really bad loss yesterday, too. So that's another team that's in the top of the NFC that maybe
By the way, I would make the Rams top 3.
Would you?
Really?
Yeah. I think it's Packers, Eagles, Rams, and then the drop-off. I don't put the Niners in.
What about the Lions?
Yeah, I'm not racing
I don't put
the
Lions in the.
Well, we'll find out tonight.
I think the Lions are getting boat raced tonight.
I do too. I think the Ravens are going to crush them.
Would you put mythical money on it?
I'm running out of mythical money.
Oh, I would.
Okay.
I'm going to play some prize picks, but I've got way more money for prize picks.
What's the spread tonight? Ravens by how many?
Let me find it. I don't have it right now.
Yeah, we'll check the line. Also, how does Fred VanVleet's injury affect the Lakers' position in the West? We'll do that coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The return of $1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays.
And $1 Million Monday is on. Presented by Pachanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pachanga Resort Casino. Do you have your Super Bowl prediction ready? Both teams and the final score. And that's how you could win $1 million. And just for playing on $1 Million Monday, you win Rams tickets. 2 tickets to a game at SoFi. Are you ready? Caller number 7 right now at 877-710-ESPN. You're going to play on $1 Million Monday coming up next.
Summer's almost over, but there's still time to work on that sunburn. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
With over 40 big screens showing all the big games, you can catch every play from wherever you eat, stay, and play.
Number 2.
War, live December 6th. Get tickets now.
And the number 1 reason.
Win a new Dodge Charger Daytona RT. Use your rewards card at your favorite table games to enter through September 28th.
Morongo, good times.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you expect your insurance company to be there for you, but often they look for ways to underpay your claim. If you're feeling abandoned, pushed to use low-rated contractors, or ignored after years of loyalty, we protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for. contact Avner Gatt, one of California's largest public adjusting firms. Visit avnergatt.com or call 818-917-5256. With a team that has the industry's know-how, including experience from the insurance side, Avner Gatt is ready to fight for you. With over 20 years of experience, they offer a free initial consultation and have the largest network of experts to evaluate your damages. Remember, size, experience, and expertise matter. Don't let your insurance company leave you in the dark. Call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256, or visit avnergatt.com today. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/LA right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
All right, we got a caller who says, I need to buy a car and I need to save money. Well, my friend, I've got one answer for you. The Cerritos Auto Square. It's America's largest auto mall. 24 dealerships, all the top brands, all in one easy location right here in SoCal. And here's the secret. These dealers sell more cars than anyone because they have low prices. And they can actually afford low prices because they sell so many cars. Check it out at CerritosAutosquare.com.
Cerritos Auto Square.
Welcome to Only Murders in the Building,
the official podcast.
Join me, Michael Cyril Clayton, as we go behind the scenes with some of the amazing actors, writers, and crew from Season 5.
The audience should never stop suspecting anything.
How can you not be funny crawling around on a coffin? No, that's true.
Catch Only Murders in the Building official podcast, premiering September 9th wherever you get your podcasts. And watch Only Murders in the Building, streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
Your chance to win $1 million from 710 ESPN. It's a $1 Million Monday on ESPN LA.
$1 Million Mondays.
Play your perfect combination at Pachanga Resort Casino. $1 Million Mondays are back on 710, and I think we got caller number 7, Jack. Are you ready, partner? Let's find out who's caller number 7.
All right, here we go. Caller number 7 is Juan Ramirez from Linwood. Juan, welcome. How are you, man?
Hey, doing great, man.
So you get to play $1 Million Mondays, which means you need to make a big decision. First of all, say your full name.
That's Juan Ramirez.
Excellent. All right, now 2 teams and a final score for this year's big game.
All right, I think you're going to like this one, Mace. We're Rams fans in this house. We're going to pick the Rams coming out of the NFC, and I think we're going to go up against the Buffalo Bills.
Okay, and who wins and what's the final score?
Final score, Rams win 24, Bills 21.
I love this guy.
Okay.
I love this guy.
It's just what you needed.
You're like Nostradamus. I can feel it coming. Hey, Juan Ramirez, thank you very much for coming on. Thanks for listening, and good luck, man.
Thanks, guys. Hey, by the way, I got my son here that wants to say something.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Hey, whose house?
No, that's excellent parenting there, Juan.
Thanks, Juan. That's awesome.
All right, man. I hope you nail it.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys.
I
All right,
really
see
hope
ya.
he nails it. I really hope it.
I just want to give away $1 million. I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah,
and in his case, the Rams would win, so you'd be out of your shoes happy.
I'd be thrilled. I would be thrilled for that.
Right.
All right, so there was an injury in the NBA today, which has major impact, I think, on the Western Conference. Fred VanVleet, who's the point guard for the Houston Rockets, a team that I had finishing second in the Western Conference.
Most people do.
Has torn his ACL, and he is lost for the year. That's a good team. Kevin Durant, obviously, Alpi Sengun, Jabari Smith, Amen Thompson, all those guys, really, really good.
Good coach in Ime Udoka.
Ascending team. How big a blow is this, John Ireland?
Huge. And their backup, Reed Shepherd, is a young guy who's a really good shooter, but not the ball handler or the leader that Van Vliet is. And Mace, they're capped. They're up against the hard cap. So you could say, well, they could go out and sign Ben Simmons or Russell Westbrook or somebody to patch up the ship.
Yep.
They can't. They would have to cut somebody in order to do that.
Right.
So I think it's a significant injury. I've been saying that I think the West is Oklahoma City at the 1, and then 2 through 10 is a toss-up. I would have put the Rockets in the top half of that toss-up, 2, 3, 4. Without Van Vliet, I think they're more like 5, 6, 7.
Wow.
Which means they could win 50 games and be the 7.
Right. I mean, you can win 50 games. I mean, there are going to be multiple teams, probably 5 or 6 teams that win 50 games this year in the Western Conference.
But, I mean, they're like any other team. Health is a huge part of this. If Luka and LeBron stay healthy, the Lakers are going to be right in the middle of it. If they don't, they won't. I mean, it's that simple.
Yeah. All right, so I got a question for you. Jared Goff, more than or less than 260 yards tonight?
At Baltimore, less.
Less. Okay, there's my ticket for tonight. I've got, let's see, I got Derrick Henry, 1 touchdown. Jared Goff, less than 260. And Lamar Jackson, more than 197.
Oh, easy. Yeah, I like all those
feels
bets.
like a winner.
And, John, I found the spread. It's 4.5 in the favor of the Ravens.
Give me the Ravens 10K.
Okay, Ravens 10K.
Big on the Ravens.
Yeah, the Lions can't hang with the Ravens in Baltimore. And by the way, have you ever looked at Lamar Jackson's record against the NFC? He's insane. He's like 24-4 or some obnoxious number like that.
By the way, can we give it up for Caleb Williams? Great day yesterday against the vaunted Dallas defense. His best day as a pro.
I still think you're finishing DFL in that division. Do you see how good the Vikings looked yesterday?
Look good. Yeah.
They're not finishing ahead of the Packers.
It's early.
They're
It's
not
very early.
Okay, so which team do they finish ahead of? The Packers, the Lions, or the Vikings?
The Lions.
The Lions, who beat them last week 48-10?
The Lions they're finishing in front of.
They beat the Bears last week.
Doesn't matter.
By like 50.
It's about the record. It's about the overall record. And by the way, I have got we've got a mythical money bet. How much is on this? Bears versus Raiders. You have the Raiders, I have the Bears. Which team has a better record?
I think we bet 5K. You want to double it?
No, it's 20K.
20K?
Oh,
I don't think we need to double
well, I don't think you can.
No, I don't think I got the money to double.
Also, did we figure out what color nail polish he has?
Oh, that's right.
I'm trying to look it up right now quickly, but I...
Yeah, what
You
color?
said black,
I said black.
And I said
orange. Middle finger.
Did Caleb wear on his middle finger? You know what? That could be an addition. I put 5 on that, right?
Yes.
We'll do some research.
We got to find
now,
the brain.
We got to search pictures.
And if he didn't color him at all, he loses, right?
Oh, yeah, but I guarantee he colored him some color.
Okay.
That's just his jam. All right, coming up next for you is Game of Games. Ireland, it's your game today. You want to give us a sneak preview?
No.
All right, we'll do it next. In the meantime, Cosm, you know I love Cosm. What a great place to watch a game. You can watch NFL games in shared reality at Cosm in the Dome. Feel the energy of the game. Feel like you're there. And this season, before every home game, you can hang out with ESPN LA's Travis Rogers and Sua Cravens for the Rams pregame show live from the hall at Cosm. And if you got a ticket to the game, head on in for free. Catch all the energy on massive wall-to-wall LED displays in the hall. And don't miss out on Cosm's signature menu of local food favorites, craft cocktails, and beers throughout the venue. To learn more, visit Cosm.com. That's COSM.com, Cosm.com. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis. Sports, laughs, and stories that hit harder than a slap to the face.
Did you ever try wrestling?
I actually had 2 matches. Small, little, independent wrestling match.
How'd you do?
So we get in the ring. I'm standing there. I'm like, hi, everybody. Yeah. And he slapped the crap out. It just hit me so hard. Hi-yow. So I tackled him.
The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. Weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Injured in an accident? Don't sit on the sidelines. It's Travis, and at the law office of Joseph S. Normand, Joe and his team are ready to go full contact for your case. They'll rush the defense, tackle the insurance companies, and drive it all the way to the end zone to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning team now at 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000, or visit normandlegal.com. Don't fumble your future. Your recovery is their priority. Call Joe now and score a touchdown with the law office of Joseph S. Normand.
Chris Morales here. So many things, big and little, make you uniquely you. Your hobbies, dreams, career, family, and more. Addiction to drugs, including opioids and stimulants, can strip these away from you. This National Recovery Month, recover your life. Choose treatment for drug addiction and get back to what matters most. Find a provider and proven treatment option that's right for you. Recover you at choosechangeca.org.
Summer's almost over, but there's still time to work on that sunburn. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
With over 40 big screens showing all the big games, you can catch every play from wherever you eat, stay, and play.
Number 2.
War, live December 6th. Get tickets now.
And the number 1 reason.
Win a new Dodge Charger Daytona RT. Use your rewards card at your favorite table games to enter through September 28th.
Morongo, good times.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen.
And ESPN LA is the new home of the Rich Eisen Show in the Southland.
When McCarthy threw that pick six, I just popped on, and the number of people are like, it's amazing what happens when Colin Stallion's not on the sideline. I went in people's feeds that I barely speak to.
You were like, hey, troll.
I did actually say troll to somebody. The home of USC football, and now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, 710 ESPN, and always on the new ESPN LA app.
What if a quarterback completed 4 out of his 5 passes, or a point guard hit 4 out of 5 shots from behind the arc? Well, now, when you're hiring, you can play at that level, because 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter's technology hustles to find skilled people for your job, and you can invite your top picks to apply. Try ZipRecruiter for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sports.
This college football moment is brought to you by ServPro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on October 2nd, 1993, when the University of California faced a 30-0 halftime deficit to Oregon. Cal went on a remarkable 42-11 run in the second half to capture a 42-41 victory, one of the largest comebacks in college football history.
ServPro, like it never even happened. 710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland. Game of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. Just a little update. Caleb Williams, no nail polish yesterday, which means I lost 5,000 mythical dollars.
You could
Ridiculous.
throw 4 touchdowns against that Cowboys defense.
No, the vaunted Dallas defense? I don't think
Hey,
so.
maybe the Rams could trade for Trayvon Diggs. He just
Sure,
came back.
there you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Get some.
So Greg Bergman's here. John
Hello.
says Greg Bergman will
Yeah,
run
it's
the table.
one person this is probably my
Do you want to
fault.
get somebody else?
No, I want the challenge. I watch
Okay,
tons of
Greg's
Dodger
going to win,
baseball.
but we'll play it anyway.
Okay.
Because
Now I'm
he's
going to feel like an idiot.
It's
if I lose.
multiple choice.
Well, hey, what am I saying? Emily lost a Taylor Swift game.
That's true.
So maybe
you
anything
guys
can
coasted
happen.
off of me for that one.
Well, I suggest you coast off of Bergman in this one.
But we still rotate. Sometimes Greg, we don't just make
100%.
Greg go last.
All right, here we go. Dodgers have 6 games left in the regular season. So before the playoffs start, this is a game of know your Dodgers. Now, the reason I think Greg's going to dominate is he hosts a show about the Dodgers every morning.
That is true. That is true.
Station.
Yeah,
All
there's
right.
like walk-up music. I'm going to lose.
Okay.
Review.
Yeah.
We
All right, here we
both
go.
played it at the same time.
The stat that most baseball nerds pay attention to these days is OPS, which combines on-base percentage and slugging. Of course, Shohei Ohtani leads the Dodgers in OPS. Who is second in OPS on the Dodgers? A, Mookie Betts, B, Freddie Freeman, C, Will Smith. Emily, Mookie, Freddie, or Will Smith?
Will Smith.
Brian.
Will Smith.
Mace.
Will Smith.
Greg.
It is Will Smith.
This is Greg's going to dominate this game. Everybody got it right. Okay. Let me think. How can I make? I can't.
No, don't. I'll get
No,
stuff
don't.
Don't
Just do
change
the game
anything.
straight up.
Just change anything.
There's been a lot of talk about the Dodgers bullpen this season. Which Dodger pitcher has appeared in the most games this year?
Ooh, actually.
Okay. Brian, this one coming to you. A, Anthony Bonda. B, Jack Dreyer. C, Alex Vesia.
I'll go Dreyer.
Okay. Mace.
I'll go Bonda.
Greg.
Bitty bitty bum bum. That's Anthony Bonda.
Okay. Emily.
And then Bonda.
It is Bonda. So everybody but Brian got that?
Yep.
Okay.
How dare you, Brian?
All right. Number 3. Shohei led the Dodgers in home runs this season. Who's second? Teoscar Hernandez, Andy Pages, or Freddie Freeman? Mace.
Paz.
Greg.
Pajes.
Brian.
Pajes.
Emily.
4 for 4.
Yeah, this game's way too easy. Okay.
No, it's fine. It's a good game. I mean, it could have been. Pajes is not supposed to be the guy.
No.
By the way, Paez is 25 and Teo has 24, so it was close.
It was close.
Which one of these Dodgers starters allowed the fewest home runs this year?
Ooh, I don't know.
All right. A, Tyler Glasnow. B, Clayton Kershaw. C, Yoshi Yamamoto. Greg, Glasnow, Kershaw, or Yamamoto?
Let's go. I think Kershaw.
All right. Brian.
Glasnow.
Emily.
Glasnow.
Mace.
Glasnow.
You guys are all idiots. It's Kershaw. Why? Greg went first. Why didn't you guys?
I thought
Because I didn't think it was right.
No, Glasnow gives up a
Because
ton of
but
them.
Glasnow
Yamamoto gives
only
up a
pitched
ton.
part of the year. That's why I was
say he
basing
pitched
it on.
less.
Yeah, by the way, it's not close. Kershaw allowed 7 home runs. Everybody else is in double digits.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Glasnow hardly pitched
I
this
did
year.
not know that one. I just kind of assumed.
All right. I'm going to make Greg go first for the rest of the way. Well, he has the lead anyway. He has 4. Everybody, Mason.
You're so mad that I know these stuff.
I can't. I kicked myself. I should have told Emily anybody but
But
Greg.
it's very close.
I
Kike
know why you're so worked out.
Hernandez has appeared in 5 games as a pitcher this season. What is Kike's ERA in those 5 games? A, 14.54. B, 15.19. C, 19.20. Greg.
I know he gave up a ton towards the end. Let's go
14,
with
15, or 19.
I'll go 19.
All
I
right.
have no idea.
Brian.
15.
Emily.
15.
Mace.
15.
It's 15.
Hey.
Yeah,
we
have
caught
a
him.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why you thought Greg had such a big advantage. We all watch Dodger games, and it's just a guess.
I will bet.
He does not know factually these answers.
Well, like, I don't know. I don't pay
You
attention.
didn't know
Will you
the
allow
earned
me to
run.
bet-
You didn't know the earned run average. For,
No, Kike
Will you allow
Hernandez,
me
no.
to bet $5,000 mythical dollars that Greg wins this game?
Sure. of
Okay.
course.
There
What's
it
the
is.
score right now?
I do watch every
Greg
game.
4, Mace 4, Emily 4,
Okay.
Brian
Bring
3.
it on. Bring it on.
All right, here we go. Which Dodger player has struck out the most this season? A, Michael Conforto. B, Teoscar Hernandez. C, Shohei Ohtani. Emily, Conforto, Hernandez, or Conforto, Teo, or Shohei?
Shohei.
Mace.
Teo.
Greg.
Shohei.
Brian.
Teo.
It's Shohei.
Hey.
By like a decent amount, too.
Yeah, by a mile.
He strikes out a ton.
Leading off, so.
Okay.
What does that have to do with it?
So Emily
More at bats.
and Greg have the lead. Mace is 1 back. Brian, you missed that, right?
Yeah.
You're 2 back with 2 to go. So Brian, you have to go opposite of Greg and oh no, there's 3 left. You're okay. All right. Greg, this one to you. 2 of the 3 catchers on the Dodgers roster went to college at the University of Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the only one who didn't? Dalton Rushing, Will Smith, or Ben Rortvedt?
That didn't.
Two of those guys went to Louisville and one did not.
I believe Rortvedt.
Okay.
I don't know, though. No clue.
Emily.
I also think Rortvedt.
Okay. Mace.
It is Rortvedt.
Brian.
Rushing.
It's Rortvedt.
Yeah.
Okay. Emily and Greg 6, Mace 5. Which one of these Dodgers has the highest fielding percentage? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A, Mookie Betts. B, Tommy Edman. C, Freddie Freeman. Emily, Mookie, Tommy, or Freddie?
Ooh.
Yeah, this is tough.
Freddie.
Okay. Greg.
Tommy barely played.
Yeah,
this year.
barely played.
I don't know if he's had any errors. I'm going to go Tommy just from the amount of games he
Okay.
didn't play.
Mace. Mookie Betts, Tommy Edman, Freddie Freeman.
I'm going to try Mookie.
The answer is Freddie Freeman, and Emily has the lead.
Yeah, nice
Freddie's
job, man.
997.
I don't know why you were so worked up. This is totally guesswork.
Okay. Dave
Some of it. Yeah, some of it.
Dave Roberts has. Oh, make sure you're out.
I'm out. Okay.
Okay.
Come on, Em.
Go, Em.
Emily has 7. Greg has 6. So Emily has to go first. Dave Roberts has managed the Dodgers to over 850 wins. That's third in Dodger history behind only Walter Austin and Tommy Lasorda. Who's right behind Roberts on that list? Fourth all-time in wins for a Dodger manager, Emily. A, Joe Torre. B, Don Mattingly. C, Jim Tracy. Joe Torre, Don Mattingly, or Jim Tracy?
Mattingly.
Okay. Greg.
He was only a manager a couple of years. Torrey was only a couple of years. I'll go Jim Tracy for length.
The winner is Emily Heath.
Nice job, Em. Nice job, Em.
And take 5
That's
from you.
5K. I'm happy to lose.
Yeah.
And Emily, that's redemption for you losing the Taylor Swift
Exactly.
game.
Nice job, Em.
And I'm leading the month.
Are
Look
you
at
really?
that.
Yeah. let's
Pretty
go, Em.
soon
You
you
have a new
start to
person.
double. Pretty
that's
soon
right.
you start to double, too. So, all right, let's do the tiebreaker just for fun.
Okay.
Duke Snider is the Dodgers' all-time leader in home runs, but he hit most of his, I think all of his, in Brooklyn. The all-time leader in homers as a Los Angeles Dodger is who, Greg?
All time is
It's Eric Kershaw.
Eric Kershaw.
How many home runs did EK hit for the Dodgers during his career? Closest wins, and you can go over. Brian, how many home runs for Eric Karros as a Dodger?
350.
Emily?
320.
Mace?
270.
I had 233.
Did you know?
No.
270 on the number.
Wow,
270 on
nice
the
job.
number.
You would win both showcases
I knew it was
if
under
you're on
300.
The Price is
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Nice job.
It's surprising the franchise. Oh, only Los Angeles.
Right.
Right. If you included it might be a different total.
Yeah,
So
Duke Snider and Roy Campanella had more, but a lot of those are in Brooklyn.
while you're here, Mr. Blue Review, should we now officially leave Blake Trinan off the playoff?
He is
roster?
horrendous
He is
right
just
now.
awful.
He went from a 2.5 ERA
You did
in
not
September.
answer the question.
Yeah, that's not an answer.
Yes, you should leave him off of the roster. You cannot put him out there. He's a mess. If guys are walking guys consistently, they cannot be there. That's the whole reason that Michael Kopech is on the IL,
Right.
which he
Now,
actually isn't. He
Greg,
shouldn't.
do I understand something correctly?
But-
They can reset the roster at the
Each round.
conclusion of
Yes.
each round,
Each round,
right?
yeah.
So, yeah, leave him out for the wild card series and see what happens.
I honestly think that the piggyback plan is the best way to go, especially in the wild card.
You know what's weird is I was just looking at this. All of the effective Dodger relievers have been left-handed. Are left-handed. Bonda, Dreyer,
Vesia.
Vesia.
Yeah. Vesia, I
And-
trust.
And by the way, to some degree, I actually think he's going to play a role. Wroblewski. I think
Wroblewski,
Wroblewski's
yep,
been
he will,
really
but
good.
yeah, he also gives.
Okay,
up a
by the way,
bunch.
Greg, you probably know this, but there's one Dodger who has double digits in saves. He has over 20, and no one else has even 10. Do you know who it is?
Has
It's
double
gotta be
digit- it's
Tanner
got to be
Scott.
Tanner Scott.
Tanner Scott has
Oh, yeah.
21 saves, and nobody else has more
By the
than
way,
9.
I
Yeah.
think he has blown 9.
Yeah, he has. He's blown a ton, but apparently he was like tipping his pitches a little bit. So
Oh yeah, this
He's
is what
better.
you say. He was tilting his head
he
a little
was
bit.
tilting his head when he did when he would throw a breaking ball,
and
and
you
he would
discovered this as opposed to Mark Pryor.
not. I did not discover it.
John
Somebody
Boy
on-
did, I think.
Somebody on TikTok that was like John Boy discovered it, and I watched it, and then I started to watch his last few outings,
Yeah.
and he didn't do it at all.
So
I
no
wonder-
more pitch tipping.
No more. And he's been good since that.
By the way, another lefty. We have
Another-
so many lefties.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Greg Bergman, thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much.
Sorry you lost your Dodger game.
It's okay. That
That's
was
okay.
a hard game.
I'm glad Emily won.
Was not the walkover that was expected.
Yes, that was the only thing I was worried about.
Good
so
job,
that's good.
Greg.
Thank you.
But how's the morning show? You'll be on tomorrow morning?
Yep. No, I will not. I'm off tomorrow, but it's Rosh Hashanah.
Oh,
Jewish
I
holiday.
forgot. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Lashana Tova.
Did I not one time ask you what is Rosh Hashanah, and you go, "Don't ask me, I don't know any
No,
of that."
I always do it. It's the New Year. That's New
when
Year.
it's
That's
New
a
Year.
high holiday.
Yeah,
That's one
Wait,
of the
did
top
you not
ones.
at some point answer the question that way? Though
No,
I
there's been
asked you a
plenty of
question
other
about
Jewish
Jewish
questions you've
holidays,
asked me.
and you said, "I don't know about all
I'm
that
Jewish.
stuff."
Is Rosh Jewish? Is Rosh Hashanah one of the high holy days,
Yes.
or is that just Yom Kippur?
No, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Passover.
What about Purim?
No, that is not one of the high holidays.
What's the one on Entourage where Jeremy Piven cut
Is
a
that
deal to
Sukkot?
get tickets to what?
Oh, that's got to be Yom Kippur, right?
Yeah.
Probably Yom
Yeah,
Kippur.
probably Yom Kippur. Everybody,
That's like the highest of the holidays.
everybody goes to temple except Greg.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. I
And
haven't
Dave-
been.
no,
I have
and
not
Dave-
been
and-
to the.
And Dave Singer.
Oh, and Dave Singer.
We
That's
have
right.
the only two Jewish producers in history who don't do any of the Jewish holidays.
I have not been to temple since my bar mitzvah.
Since your bar mitzvah,
Since my bar
since
mitzvah,
you were like
13.
15,
13. I have not gone since then.
Do you remember any of the lyrics from that?
Amen.
That's it. There you go.
Very good.
It really stuck.
Baruch
It
atah Adonai.
really stuck.
There you go. That's it.
All right, Bergman, thank you very much. Coming up next for you, Super Crosstalk. Travis and DeMarco will be here, 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN is giving you a chance to win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays are back. Presented by Pachanga Resort Casino.
Listen every Monday during football season
To the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, Mason and Ireland, and the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show.
All you have to do is make a super prediction.
And you can win a mill.
$1 Million Mondays presented by Pachanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pachanga Resort Casino. This is the Doctor in the Dugout with Dr. Alan Byer. Presented by Hoag Orthopedic Institute.
I'm often asked about people who suffer their first back injury, think they've pulled a muscle in their back, and they don't stretch enough as far as their back is concerned. So when do you seek care from a doctor when you've sustained a back injury? At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, we like to tell people that the most important thing is to watch and see if that back pain is radiating down your leg, causing any numbness, causing any weakness, or any bowel or bladder dysfunction. These are surgical problems usually and require a more urgent visit to the emergency room rather than waiting to see the doctor. If none of these signs are present, it's safe to wait it out, rest for a few days, and seek medical care from your doctor within a week or so. Hope that helps. Keep stretching your back. If that doesn't get better in a week or 10 days, that's when it's time to seek the orthopedic specialist. Hope this keeps you on the field, and keep listening. We'll be back soon.
Keep listening for more on the road to recovery right here on 710 ESPN.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Welcome to Only Murders in the Building,
the official podcast. Join me, Michael Cyril Clayton, as we go behind the scenes with some of the amazing actors, writers, and crew from season 5.
The audience should never stop suspecting anything.
How can you not be funny crawling around on a coffin? No, that's true.
Catch Only Murders in the Building official podcast, premiering September 9th wherever you get your podcasts. And watch Only Murders in the Building, streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Ambulance, pick up my heart.
I have no woo.
You have woo.
All right, so for those of you who don't follow the station, Mason is a Rams season ticket holder. DeMarco is the sideline reporter for our Rams broadcast on ESPN LA, and Trav hosts the pre and the post game show. So all three of you were emotionally invested yesterday.
Devastated.
So, Travis and DeMarco, you guys can weigh in on this. Mace is devastated. I'm guessing most of the callers yesterday were pretty depressed.
So the post-game show is not typically caller-driven.
Right.
Okay?
Was it yesterday?
Exclusively.
Yeah. Okay.
Exclusively.
Here's my argument.
Should be.
There were at least, and I may be selling them short, 9 different plays that if the Rams make one of them, they win the game.
Oh, yeah.
Both the block kicks, obviously, the calls, the play calls in the red zone. They
3rd and 1,
good.
4th and 1.
The 4th and long to A.J. Brown, the 4th and goal to Devonta Smith.
Touchdown called back.
Matthew Stafford makes
that was a hold though.
5 or
it was a tackle. Yeah, but it was an
open field tackle.
That was a takedown.
That was a hold.
That guy deserved it
but
though.
But Kyron didn't go that way. He would have scored anyway.
I know. I mean, Coleman Shelton just blew it right there and tackled the guy. But
so
it happens.
Because of that.
But here's what I heard. We went 0 for 9. How did we go 0 for 9? 9
third
big
down?
plays. We couldn't get it done.
No, but here's my argument. The Eagles didn't win that game. The Rams lost.
Oh no, they won it on that block. That they won that one.
Explain why.
On the block?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a block field goal to win a game. I mean, you can't win it any better than that.
They had 2 blocks, so obviously the Rams were doing something wrong. I mean, they blocked 2 kicks in the same quarter.
So here's my thought on that. When you see guys get off like that, and this is the second week in a row it's happened. Tennessee got you for one. They got you. They have your key. They're watching your holder. When he's signaling for the football, they're getting the jump. That's twice. They were in the backfield before guys even looked up. And I told DeAndre this. This is not sour grapes. Philadelphia legit gets away with a lot of crap.
Yeah.
A lot of crap. They just dare
Probably
the referees.
Especially at home, right?
Yes, they dare the referees to call stuff.
Well, you guys know
they false start the entire game.
They called the tush-push false start on the Saints yesterday when they were behind 44-6, but they didn't have the guts to call it on the Eagles.
And there was a false start.
I don't know why. Maybe it's Dom. Maybe it's Big Dom, the security that they're afraid of.
Maybe that's what it is.
But I'm like, you can tell, like even not the tush push. They're the guy, the indicator, the guard that indicates when it's time for the snap. He would just touch and go.
Yeah.
That's illegal.
Yeah,
right.
You have to come set before you go. You know what I mean? It's like you let these guys get away with murder, but you can't let the Rams off the hook. It's loud. It's a crazy environment, and a lot of your offense is predicated on communication. And there was just a lot of missed stuff out there that maybe you should have dialed back a little bit. So you can make one of those plays to get out of that place with a win.
But, Trev, I'm not the least bit discouraged if I'm Sean McVay because I know I can play with him, and I know if I clean some stuff up, I've got a great chance to go back to the Super Bowl.
I think this is the ultimate example of 2 things can be true at the same time. I think you're right with the last thing you just said. They clearly showed that they can play with the Eagles. They clearly showed that they can stop Saquon Barkley.
Beat up Saquon.
They did all of those things. And it was a disaster.
Yep.
It was a complete and utter disaster yesterday.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I've ever said this before in 9 years of Sean McVay being here. Of Sean McVay was bad yesterday.
Yeah. How so? What the biggest mistake he made was what?
I think there were 2 things. Number one, I thought that they stopped running the ball way too early in the game. Like Kyron Williams and Blake Corum were both really good
Chewing
yesterday.
up yardage,
they were really good yesterday. I thought that was number one. I know a lot of people in the postgame show, and I saw some stuff online, were upset about the 3rd and 1 call where they threw it to Devontae.
Yes.
That's not the one that really got me
By the
going.
way, if that guy had not gotten an arm in, it would have been a catch.
Hey, hell of a play.
It was a very nice play, too, but when you watch A.J. Brown go out there and snatch the ball with his hands and do that, and then you see this ball get there's something. The problem that I had, though, was the very next play where, not that you went for it, I'm okay with going for it in that situation.
But you ran behind Bo
Why
Limmer.
are we running behind Bo Limmer?
Yeah.
Bo Limmer's getting his lunch handed to him.
You think that was the
change
plan?
the plan.
Well, Bo Limmer wasn't supposed to be in there. Dotson was.
But he
why
was
not
in
run
there.
a different play?
But he was in there.
Hold on. I mean, you have to realize these things are happening in real time. So Dotson goes out on a cramp on the way onto the field.
I understand, but that wasn't Bo Limmer's first play of the second half.
No, I'm just saying, like, he gets hurt on the way to the field, so you replace him with another guard. So I think your game plan was to go away from your smallest guard
I
run to your big side. So
I get it, DeMarco, but had it been the play before where Dotson had come out, then okay, this is what we've done.
Right.
But
I think
this
I would
was
have flopped plays.
much later in the game.
Yes.
Let's run the other direction or run a different play.
I just think it's inexcusable to have a field goal blocked and then the next one blocked. How did you not adjust
All
from
blocks.
field goal block number 1 to field goal block number 2?
So I've watched those. I went back and watched Tennessee. They've all come from the same side.
And
on defensive right, offensive left. It's
they're
through that
jumping
gap.
straight up, though. They're not doing the traditional run around the line and jump in front of the holder thing.
They're getting off into the
middle.
A-gap before that guard has a chance to set. So they rolled out Limmer. They rolled out Havenstein. Havenstein took one bad.
Mm-hmm.
And Laurel Murchison, who's a backup defensive tackle, which is the one that is shocking to me. Usually that's O-lineman in there. You don't see smaller defensive tackles being wings in that spot. So they all got rolled out of there 3 times in a row. Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, you would think.
How do you let it happen a second time?
Or change it.
In a half an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it happened once in week 2 and then we're here sitting in week 15.
Is this not
twice.
like coaching adjustment? Do you not make an adjustment here?
I have no. The only you guys remember Morton Anderson?
Yeah, sure. Kicker for the Falcons.
I blocked him
for a lot of years.
UCLA legend.
I blocked him in Atlanta years ago because I knew I was looking at the holder. So when you're getting jumps like that, you have to change your rhythm. I guarantee you this: had Ethan Evans gave his same routine, same rhythm, and you waited a beat, they would have been offsides.
Yeah.
That's how fast they were jumping off the rock. They just knew they had it.
So I said
Twice.
a little while ago that yesterday was the worst individual day I've had all year. I'd like to make a
Don't let it
correction.
kill you, man. Yeah.
The day my dog died was worse.
I would think that
was
would be
worse.
I would
and
think
then
that would
yesterday.
Be worse. It wasn't great.
I mean, look, you're 2-1 after
great.
3 is not horrible. You still got a lot of football to play. I would love to have beaten those guys. I would love to have shut up DeAndre. It is what it is. You lost. Move on.
And here's the thing: the last 2 years, they've learned a lot through losing. I mean, I'm gonna put a positive spin. They were 3-6 2 years ago, battled back. They were 1-3 last year. They battled back. 1-4. I mean, there is something to be said for this kind of adversity. Learning something about yourself.
That's exactly what they said on the way out. Like, this will be a blessing in disguise. Everybody, to a man, said that. Just what you just said.
It can be that, and I'm not saying that it won't be that.
And it can be both things.
But it also was a disaster.
Yeah.
It was both of those things.
You know, the one thing I left there thinking, I mean, you literally, they're one play better than you. The only thing you can't do, and I thought you did great against Saquon, the only thing you can't do is cover A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
That's the one thing you cannot do.
So we've got Emmanuel Forbes.
Well, he couldn't handle him.
Yeah, he could
So
not.
Darius
DeMarco,
Williams couldn't handle him.
No,
I said today that the trade deadline's on November 4th. I think they need to go get a corner.
I like the way you're thinking.
And so I think what you do is you start looking at bad teams with good corners. The problem is trying to figure out a way to pay him. Like Stingley in Houston. Houston's 0-3, but he makes $30 million a year. You know, I don't know.
You fit Jalen here. You found a way to get him
right.
here. Yeah.
And they almost revisited that this year.
But they didn't do that during the season. That was an off-season acquisition,
Right.
right?
I mean, but
so a little more flexibility when you haven't finalized your roster and all that
But
kind
I'm
of stuff.
sure if you're motivated and that's your only
Sauce
issue.
Gardner may be playing on a team that wins 2 games this year.
Yeah.
You know, so you could go out and get him. Like, I was watching Patrick Surtain yesterday. You can't get him. He plays in Denver, and Denver's got a great defense.
They're going to compete, yeah.
Yeah, he's the best player. But he takes away, like, one whole side of the field.
Yeah. They don't have a guy like that.
Yeah.
No.
And so if they would have yesterday, you could have put him on A.J. Brown and saved yourself.
Yeah, the other thing was people were like, if you had a Akello Witherspoon, maybe you could put that body onto A.J. Brown. Right. I felt the same way you do.
Yeah.
That's just because he's big.
I mean,
yeah.
maybe, but I'm not betting my money on
He
that.
might have made some tackles.
It would have been better.
Well, I mean.
Maybe.
Look, I'll tell you this. Devontae's first touchdown catch when he pushed off.
Yes.
Okay, that started everything.
Very small push.
It's a very professional Hall of Fame push-off.
It's just like it was like a little
super quick,
just a
right?
touch.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that opened everything up, and I did not like that crew, that officiating crew. They were bad. Did you
I thought
they were terrible.
They were terrible.
But if you let that
go,
go,
the taunting crap. I mean, come on.
Bad.
By the way, it happened on both sides. But I mean, come on.
They
it's
each got
ridiculous.
one of those. That flex from Puka was the least offensive taunting I've ever seen in the history of the NFL.
So I saw that.
Can we have a broader conversation about that? Why are we penalizing
I have
celebrations?
no idea.
Because you don't want fights.
Idea.
Well, there's a different. They think it's taunting. There's celebrations technically shouldn't be penalized, but taunting should. And I did not think he was taunting.
No, I didn't
technically speaking, you shouldn't spin the ball on a catch in the field.
I heard there's nothing wrong with that. I
it's
heard
not,
you're allowed
it's
to.
kind of a wink-wink, but that's the thing. The official that was talking to Sean McVay when he was trying to explain it, he says, I thought he was doing it to him from my angle. That's what I mean. So don't even make it ambiguous. Don't do it. Just run back to the
That's
hole.
a pretty significant penalty. That was a 20-yard catch.
Run back to
the I know you've talked about this. It's short of laying hands on somebody that you would not call tease in the NBA and all of those sorts of things. But the rule, the taunting rule is there, like you said, DeMarco, to prevent an escalation of things, to prevent fights, all things. That was not going to be that moment.
No.
That was not going to start a fight. That was not going to be any of those things. That is an easy one to let go by the board, and they opted not to do it. It was a bad call.
And
but
remember,
that's not why they lost that game.
Puka's been thrown out for throwing a punch. So I know we love him as a nice guy, but he is on the list. He is a guy that's thrown the punch and has been ejected before. So you're on that watch list.
By the way, yesterday was only the third worst day of the year for me.
What
the
moved
other
ahead of it?
Number one was my dog died.
Sure.
Number two was losing to Philly in Philly last year during the playoffs. And yesterday was the third worst day I've had this year.
What you just mentioned about Philly last year is, DeMarco, where I want to start coming up with you.
What about losing in the ESPN LA softball game? Where does that rank?
That hurt too.
No, I hit the best ball of the night. No, that didn't hurt.
Look at you.
That didn't hurt. All right, so where are you going to start, Trev?
Hit it.
Oh, I was actually going to let
anymore.
See? Okay.
I saw you pumping for it.
Well, no, I was going to give you time. I was going to give you a second.
He's got your routine.
710 ESPN is giving you a chance to